It's lit.
You know, hopefully one day you'll be smart enough
To not call it like I see it?
No. I think you'll be smart enough to just kind of walk around. Because currently, I feel like you might not be that smart enough.
Said to walk around?
Yeah.
You're not smart enough to walk around?
Yeah. Like, I think you make dumb mistakes. Like, you put the wrong kind of change inside of machines and shit.
Like you put when it should have been like that.
You'll put a quarter in something that take a token.
Okay.
And it'd be bad.
So what we need you to do, Nate, play your part, bro.
I do every time.
Just be funny,
Say you
man.
miss your commercial moment.
No, I'm supposed to call it. You know? I don't really think we introduced you.
I don't need an introduction.
You need an introduction, bro.
We didn't have a Nate episode yet.
That's straight. Don't
No,
worry.
not even the episode. Just introduce you.
Okay, do it.
Nate.
Here. Hey, everybody. And Willie here. Why you ain't introduce Willie?
Yo, so like that's the thing, right? So I'm Willie. That's the thing. It's only y'all niggas that call me Willie. It's only because of how long y'all know me.
Okay.
Nobody
What
else
they call
calls
you,
me
Big Smoke?
They call me Will.
Well,
Everybody says
Can I
Will.
call you Bill instead?
what about Bean?
The cool nigga call you Bill, right?
Nah, William. If my name was William, it would be Bill.
Billiam. Can we call you Billiam?
So what? Okay.
Is Billiam in here? Does that
So what are
count?
we? Billion.
Billiam.
Billiam. All right, that sounds. I
Tap
like it.
in, bro.
I
Come
like
on.
it. I like it.
Tap in.
Fuck it. I like it.
Because it is kind of, but it's not kind of. That probably should be the
equalizer.
alternate for the whole. Never mind. I ain't even want to get into all that.
Well, it's getting crazy.
So, but you know, Will is here, right? What you here for though?
I'm here to do the debate with you about about everybody carrying firearms legally.
Okay. So,
So gun debate.
but you on the pro side as far as
Yeah,
you a registered gun owner and everything, correct?
100%.
Me too.
All right, cool.
No comment.
Okay. So we need a mediator. He's clearly you have a side. Cool, you got it. So you on that side. Stay there. You chose it.
Be over here.
You chose it.
I have no comment. I don't know.
All right, cool. So the actual, let's say that the actual debate topic is, you believe if more Americans carry firearms, there will be less gun violence.
Yes.
That's the stance you're taking, yeah.
Over time, yeah.
Okay,
Well, that's modern. Y'all gonna use statistics?
let's hear it.
Feel that too.
I'm asking a question though. Y'all gonna use statistics?
Well, I'm gonna use what I'm gonna use. I don't know what he's gonna use.
I don't-
Some.
Okay, because I don't really value them because you can twist them however you want.
Exactly.
But that's the thing about him though. So okay, so you don't want to hear statistics or nothing.
No, I just want to hear your point of view on the subject.
So you don't think
'Cause you can't tell me like 53 percentile. You don't have that. Niggas don't got that from show me that thing. You can't tell me that. You gotta show me that.
so? Listen, so if I was to say, hey yo,
Where my AI?
according to
You don't value statistics.
yeah, I don't
Have you taken a statistics class before?
that's statistics. That's a math class.
It's a very volatile equation.
But you can decide how it just whatever stipulation you put can have it change so crazy.
But it's still supportive though.
So you seem like a LeBron stat. He's like, he's made 2 points every game in his career, but like if he missed one and they try to use the average, it gets real spooky. Math is strange, and so is statistics. I wouldn't be like 73% of people carrying firearms are likely to kill somebody.
So
Because that's not.
question. So now you don't believe in any supportive. I got him. I'm gonna go with that. So you don't believe in any supportive. So for you,
I need to see it.
if there's a topic and you have a take, you just want to hear the take.
Well, if
You don't want to know how you got there.
I want to see your trusted source that you're using, because really you could just say anything. I know I just say anything sometimes.
Yeah.
You use a source that's effectively like cite your source. You just throw a statistic out. We can have a conversation and I'll tell the nigga, yeah, 80% of this, and you gotta just eat that?
No, but
Nah.
so listen though. But if the person goes, okay, so according to ESPN.com,
Okay.
LeBron averaged this amount of points, this amount of assists in 2013.
If
Is that fine?
If I'm uncomfortable with that, I can go look for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're having a conversation, let it fly, but I'm definitely not just like, oh, he's right because he said numbers. Because that's how it usually works in conversations. You could overpower a nigga in conversation just by shooting numbers at him that don't really add up to nothing.
But that's usually like a unscheduled conversation. Like we talk about something on the fly, and I throw a number, you kind of have to accept it.
Well,
'cause
that's-
you can't fact check it. Into
Also, I'm pretty close to the gun debate myself, so I've been watching too.
Okay.
But when nobody's just saying numbers, there's numbers to see, there's polls to look at, there's stats to have. But in a conversation back and forth, you don't have to. You can't be like 20% of this.
Why? Well, why? I don't get. I still don't get that.
Just explain what I'm not hearing. But go ahead,
No, I'm saying so, but I'm trying to understand that.
because
So if you're having a conversation with somebody,
Mhm.
and then they have statistical evidence.
four to five dentists say use this, and who's saying that?
Lets me
You
know
said what?
it's
Who's-
statistical.
Who's saying that?
Wait, you said what?
If you be like 4 to 5 dentists use Crest, you can't just say that. When they say that in a commercial, there's a bar under it that says who said that. It'll be like the United Dental Council of Connecticut.
So you're not, but you're not
I'm not gonna go.
You're not disputing facts though. You're disputing source. You want the source.
To double check that.
You want the source.
If you just riding with it, that don't mean that's what it is.
So if somebody gives you a fact, you want the source to be cited. That's fine. That's valid. But that's not what you said initially.
Well, I think statistics are easy to screw around with though, just generally.
Okay.
Tell me what you think, Gordon.
Yeah, cause you.
That shit doesn't make sense, bro. You're like, oh, if somebody says it's a statistic, if somebody, I just throw a number like you said,
Mhm.
throw 80% or whatever. We all got supercomputers now here.
That's what I'm saying. So I will look for that. But if you don't cite a source, where can we get that from?
So we could just cite this up.
But you could challenge the statistic in real time, right? Like if somebody goes 80%, where did you get that?
Before you get into your conversation and start kicking knowledge and start hitting niggas with 57% of this, 20% of that, if I'm moderating, I'm gonna be checking.
You should no, but that's
Yeah,
that's so.
yeah, because I'm not jacking just random statistics. But yeah,
That's valid.
My approach on it is I accept some statistics, I accept some not. Statistics are very variable. You add one extra piece to it or you miss a piece into your equation, your statistics could show one thing. So it's like a lot of people bring up like different statistics as far as people owning guns and about and the rate of it being used in defensively versus in the wrong. And the question that they're asked a lot of the time to steer the population into a certain narrative, they'll ask it in a certain way where they'll take away like, oh, I used it in this sense because I had to defend myself, and they'll take that out of it, and then you only get the statistics that show that people are using guns wrongly. So that's why certain statistics okay, but if you're going off a survey, you're going off something that doesn't have all the data, don't come to me with those statistics.
So this is the thing I don't get with y'all niggas. So, because essentially you just described a second level statistic. You're saying you don't, like if once you add a variable, that becomes like a second level statistic. You're saying you don't want those or you don't respect those.
What I'm saying is,
But you
depending on your statistic and depending on the statistics that you use, the question that made the statistic has to be accurate. So like, if you, the information has to be accurate and used in full.
He's not jacking this at all.
No, I was just trying to understand. My brain go a little slower sometimes.
Oh.
The question that made that statistic.
So, question. Wait. So if somebody goes, hey yo, LeBron James averages 25 points a game. You're fine with that statistic, right?
That's easily equatable. Yeah.
So now if somebody goes, in 2012 he averaged 25 points a game, but 4 points in the fourth quarter. Is that wrong?
no, but we're still citing the source. It's
You
not-
know,
Wait, no. I'm not. We off the source thing. The second, the variable part. So if somebody's perspective or their point they were trying to prove was he doesn't score in clutch times.
Mhm.
So then they give you, he's scoring 25 points, but he's only scoring the majority of his points is in the first 3 quarters, not the last quarter.
Yeah.
You're saying you don't
No, I don't respect the fact that you're using that simile. Like you're using basketball as that's something that's very easily quantifiable where we could watch basketball is recorded. basketball statistics are all jotted down, that is very easily to find out those statistics that you want to use in your argument. That's acceptable because it's all documented. But when you go into certain other categories of conversations, a lot of stuff isn't documented. A lot of different, like, so the FBI doesn't communicate with all the police in America for all statistics.
Okay.
So different states does not have to disclose certain information to the FBI, and the FBI only has what they have, but it doesn't mean that's all the information. Where basketball, all the information is right there.
But FBI isn't the only person who has
Whatever the case may
information,
be. Each state has different rules and regulations where they don't have to communicate certain information
But if
with
there's
higher beings,
a
higher authority.
but if there's a let's say another organization who's gathering stats from everybody, the FBI was
Well, we have to see and cite what they're gathering. And doesn't mean that they have to divulge that certain information. Certain information is completely withheld because of certain laws. So like,
Some should be fake news, man.
Yeah.
You just try niggas to just say something, or a pundit will say something about
to
something.
get your,
and you
like, so for the sake of this, you could use your statistics. I don't care. Like, but understand not all statistics are completely right or have all information. That's the point I'm making.
no. So I get at the end of the day, there's going to be points on both sides, whether or not you want to respect somebody's stats. We're not out in the field gathering the information ourselves.
Yeah, you just
We understand that. We understand that.
Yeah.
But somebody's doing that. So if we cite the source, the issue isn't with my point. You have an issue with the source, is what I'm asking.
How should I put it? I don't have an issue with the source. My issue will be if the source what's all the data the source used. If the data if the source is missing certain data that is viable to the results of something, that's where I have an issue at. So I have to look and see what sources they use.
This too much for you, Corey?
What's the question?
He said this was
Because like
You know what I'm saying?
Like what are we get? I don't. What are we getting at again? Because y'all just shooting from the hip. Like you, we
shooting for what you
Hey,
mean?
Corey. Collecting time.
facts.
It's something that's just
Eventually, we will abridge to the actual
what it is
conversation.
is
and we'll have the conversation.
what it is
But have some lead up.
is
Can the
Shay
niggas
is
get the foreplay going?
Okay.
so what it is it's very easily to see the route you're gonna go down in certain arguments.
There's no
So,
so, bro.
what I'm showing
People aren't gonna see the type
people
of
are
shit
gonna
you
see. That's fine. But
Stuff you want.
it's also people who can see the type of fucking way you narrate a conversation and how you guide it.
I need to pick a day and do the.
You're going to use certain information that best suits you, of course, like anybody would do. And what I'm doing is setting up the bar where we have certain understanding that some of your information that you're probably going to use is
It seemed like you trying to.
information.
It seemed like you trying to, but that could be in your opening statement. Yeah,
That's my openness. Like,
You want to flip a coin? What side of the debate
So-
want to go first?
no. I'm letting him, like, he can lead this.
Oh, that's how it works?
Oh, no,
That's how
I don't mind. I don't.
I want him to lead.
So, but the thing with me is in this situation, I think it's more a character thing for this guy.
Oh, okay.
Like it's. I think maybe my issue is more so with the character of the gun holder.
Okay, that's valid.
Some sort of
Gun holder.
The gun, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I agree with that.
That makes sense.
Because there's a lot of people walking around with guns that did illegal things before they got the right way.
Okay, cool.
So, you know, I mean, they could be like, you know, it's people that got guns that now change their lives and, you know, properly should have a gun and do the proper things as far as being a responsible gun owner. But then there's people that have guns that is completely irresponsible, that have them legally, and that's completely irresponsible, and they should be dealt with properly.
So
That's it. Like,
I'm gonna use Corey right here. I'm gonna use Corey right now. So
through the strengths of like the government and
No, but the vibe was just like execution style. But
it's crazy.
the vibe was execution style.
so you see,
Put properly is with you.
I just explained it.
that's Corey right there.
That's
But
Okay.
so
Mind Fury.
Corey, right now, do you feel like gun violence is an issue in America?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So now, you feeling like gun violence is an issue, you feel like putting more guns in people's hands, like more guns in more people's hands, you think that would, because I mean,
Curve it? Absolutely.
you think it would curb it to more gun violence?
Less violent.
Less violence. All right, cool. So let me know the logic behind that, if you don't mind.
If everybody got a gun
Yeah.
and everybody know everybody got a gun, I feel like less people want to do dumb shit to have them in a position to get shot by a gun.
Mm.
Does that make sense, Nate?
So, question: if you go to a party, and nobody got a gun, or let's say one person got a gun,
Shut this party down, nigga.
Facts. But if everybody got a gun, you probably be
So-
less hesitant.
let me ask you something. So, if you go to a party and nobody has a gun, what's the chances of there being shooting at the party?
Depending on how bad the nigga that got the gun, or nobody got a gun at all.
Nobody got a gun.
Oh, you be no shit.
Niggas fighting.
Okay, right.
But what about
Okay.
violence though? There's still violence.
Well,
Oh,
I
wow.
wanna lead. Can I? Okay. So now, if you go to a party where 50% of the people have a gun, the chances of gun violence is gonna increase, correct? Because
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah.
So now, if you, and your logic is, if 100% of the people in the party have a gun, there's gonna be a less chance.
Can I help Corey out 1 second? Yo,
Please.
he robs banks and nobody robs gun stores.
I don't know what that. I don't know
Well,
if that's true.
he has a gun in the gun store.
Wait, that's true.
That's true.
It's the way
It's
less
always an exception to every rule. But
So,
I don't know.
What gun stores niggas is running in
Do
the
you know the statistics on gun store robberies?
I wouldn't use them. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. You
let me
said
down
that.
this. I don't have the logistics as far as the statistics of how many gun stores, but there is way more bank robberies than I will say gun store robberies, just because of the simple fact that
I think I led that.
you walk into a gun store, and there's documented cases on YouTube where people walk into a gun store and multiple people in the store got their guns out. You're not gonna rob them.
No, a gun
Because
store
you're
is
going to get
robbed
shot.
when it's closed.
It's 100% you're going to get shot. But if a gun store gets robbed, it's when it's closed, like
Yeah.
you said. That's the only time a gun store is going to get closed. Every time a gun store gets robbed, while people are working, somebody gets shot.
and they know they probably gonna. They know if I run into this gun shop, everybody got a fucking gun. That's not smart.
So let me ask you. So shootouts, you don't believe that's a common thing? Because there's usually two people shooting
Well, yeah.
on your side, right? You think it's just one person shooting?
Shootout is
It's two people.
Or more.
anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not just. So if there's guns on both sides, you're saying you believe there's guns on both sides, there's going to be less violence or no violence. But do you think
That's
shootouts?
an exception.
Is shootouts a common thing? Is what I'm asking.
If people shoot, if it's a shootout, it's common.
So would the logic behind, if both sides have a gun, there's not going to be gun violence? If shootouts are common,
You're talking about different variables. It's an unfair question that you're asking.
Because if the police are there, they have guns too. Niggas usually don't shoot in front of the cops.
on the side saying
I'm just saying nobody's gonna up strap in front of the cops and shoot up there, and it's not how it.
So, but
Is that because it's more guns or is the thought
How
of
does
authority
a
is there?
shootout start though? That's the problem here. You're saying, oh, a shootout. Well, first off, shootouts are not as common as ain't that common. But a shootout,
It's a statistic.
I think people get shot. I don't know if niggas is returning
Yeah.
fire a lot. I don't know.
but
if
a
that's
shootout is only like an inner city thing, really.
Usually, if somebody shoots at you, you're trying to get away. It's hard to return fire.
I mean, well, it's some
Unless you're tactically available.
mercenaries out there,
But
Kilroys
it's like,
that
but it's
feel
like
like
niggas run down on you.
they looking for that moment though. Some people are looking for that moment.
You're right, and sometimes they overthrow that moment and just do it when a dog runs up on them and they empty on the dog, and now they're like, oh shit.
You killed the dog before?
With my hands and feet, yes,
Oh,
because
okay.
it was trying to attack me. It was trying to attack me, yes, you got to deal with that.
But if you had a
You
firearm, everybody's killed a dog. What are you talking about? Shay's killed
Dave
man.
Fleming did 9 years for a gun store robbery. Okay. I can respect. I can respect that.
Who's Dave Clement? I know that last name too.
That's crazy.
I like I know that name.
So, but you said so. I'm just saying.
I'm back to that. We're not talking about a one-off incident. How many of that has happened?
But look, that's not really a lot of daytime robberies.
Daytime robbery.
Well, I put during business hours.
Gun stores?
Yeah.
Everything one-off robbery does not.
The first
change
40 are after
It's
hours.
a one-off. It's a variable. You got 5 that happen a year versus a fucking 100 gun stores.
Well, I'm sure
it's a
every
very
nigga in the gun
it's
store
0.1
dying
whatever
for
variable.
coming
But that's what you feel though.
Facts.
Right?
Everybody at the gun store dying for a nigga.
What
to
you
do
saying?
that.
Like you feel like that, but you don't have those statistics behind it.
Google it.
Yeah, but now you writing off a person's personal experience, right?
A one-off? Yeah, I'm gonna write it off. We're talking about in a general.
But then you don't even have any stats behind your feelings.
Do
Though.
you?
I'm not the one saying it.
All I'm saying is it's common. It's a common sense thing here. So we all can understand human nature, right?
Okay.
The person with the power is normally the person that has the most accessibility to control another person, right?
Money.
Money,
Wait, what?
guns.
But you was gonna say guns, but money is really doing all of it. So you got the money.
Money, guns. Even when we go outside, as a bigger person, I normally could control a smaller person.
Okay, you feel like?
Okay.
Okay.
And he's walking around with a gun too.
Yeah.
So
No.
remember that, fellas.
But you don't agree with that. I mean, not from your personal perspective, but the average person. The average person can't fight.
No, I'm not even making it a personal thing. I think it's interesting that your mindset is that you can control somebody who's I guess a smaller stature
There's
than
totally
you.
people who walk around and never had a physical altercation.
So now hold on.
That's
That's generally how that goes though. Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Not in the real world, nigga.
No, that's not how that goes in the real world. You don't go out. So if you go outside
Really?
and you let me ask you, if you
Ain't
go
you seen
outside,
classes up this bitch?
if you go outside and you find a woman attractive,
He about to say some caveman shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's wild.
You got
that's what I'm saying, right?
it?
That's not.
I think the Bible said you're supposed to do it like
Let's
that.
flip it. In school, there was bullies and victims, correct?
Yeah.
So the bullies in school were normally the bigger kids that can control the smaller.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily mean you got popularity.
You had
that's
your no. You had your variables, like say somebody that grew up in the hood that could fight. Sure, you could put you, i.e., as a smaller person in school that wasn't bullied. But let's say, remember Calvin back in the day, and you put the big dude TJ that yoked him up in the bathroom.
But he
He was the big
Throwing names out there.
to put it out there.
Okay.
So in that situation, the bigger person bullied the smaller person. Correct me if I'm wrong.
well, no school.
They was able to control that person in that moment.
No, I get the concept that a bigger person can control somebody. I said it's interesting that you feel like when you walk in rooms, you could control a smaller person and you're the person walking around with a registered gun. I think that's very interesting.
I'm sorry if
Yeah, that's
I feel the same way, but I
I'm
don't
a
feel it.
man at the end of the day.
I don't feel it physically. I feel it
We have
mentally.
primal instincts that if you walk in, a man that runs the area is normally a man that's more dominant.
So you walk in essentially like you kind of look at
It's not
That's
me.
my shit.
you walk in essentially there's a conflict in the backdrop of your mind now. I could control this person or
No, so how I walk in, so I walk into a room and do I size up every man in the room 100% mentally in my head? 100%. I'm a
Okay.
man at the end of the day that has done physical combat. So I'm going to size up another man, no problem. But
Kumite. For the Kumite,
Okay.
you say
so
combat.
but my question is, as a man, you don't.
do I walk in and
Do you think you can control your space?
I know, yeah, I just control my space.
Yeah. So as a man, you think when there's you don't do a threat assessment in the room at all.
When I walk,
Every room
no,
I
no.
walk in, nigga. What
when I walk in the room, like I said, I control my space.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at niggas like, he looks weak around the chin, or I'm not
See,
doing that.
but
do
you're
that, that's
exaggerating the situation. Threat assessment and able to control your space needs to know that the people around your space that you can handle it. When you feel uncomfortable,
Do you stay in an uncomfortable situation? The normal person doesn't.
I
Correct?
do sometimes.
I feel
Question,
There you
question.
go.
But,
You all the time.
wait,
It's gonna be an
this,
adult.
this is walking around because
If you
this
have
is
the
this
option.
man walk.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm assuming this is what you're saying, like just normal. Like if you go in Dunkin' Donuts, this is how you.
I swear to God, that's how I think when I go in Dunkin' Donuts. Hell yeah.
That's how it's
And now this is the same
You
person.
me and same things. I see all the parents. I will fuck him up.
This is the same person, but now you walking around with a lethal weapon too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but
What if I was wrong?
Exactly.
you said
What if
I was just about to walk you down.
What if
Go
I
ahead.
misjudged the situation?
Yeah.
what you mean?
Like I'm in line with you, and I'm standing behind you. And I'm like, I will fuck this little nigga up.
And he starts fucking me
You
up.
start-
And before we even have an issue, you turn around and swing on me.
Okay, cool.
Now it's like, oh, I'm at a disadvantage.
All right.
I don't have to use my threat assessment negatively. I'm using it for my own information. I'm using it to store like, okay, I'm in here. If it go bad, I can figure it out. Even in walking in the room, I'm like, I can get out this room.
And
When
my
I go to the
exit is
restaurant,
there.
I'm facing the door. Shit like that is just.
Facts.
So now, but this is what you want everybody to do, correct?
No, that's what I'm doing.
That's what
No.
I
Well,
want everybody to do the
no,
opposite. so I can have the
you want
advantage.
everybody to, well, for the sake of the debate.
I want you to do it. I want you to do it. I
For the
want you to
sake
do
of
it.
the
Everybody
debate,
else.
should.
For the sake of the debate, though,
I think everybody should.
everybody's carried a firearm.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is what.
You ever been in traffic?
I
Be in a car? My nigga.
will feel way more comfortable in a restaurant with everybody carrying a firearm than versus just me.
You go to the gun range a lot?
Yes.
You ever been near an elderly person?
Mhm.
Bro, shit like that, I don't like that. Like somebody who's I'm assuming can't handle. Be like, nah.
See-
it's the same thing with driving in your car. You be driving in your car, this bitch got a fucking 1-ton truck. Should just run you
But
over.
have you ever been to the gun range where you have an older person, the older gentleman that you can easily see he knows how to handle himself?
Yeah, but
You get a lot of information from him.
I got issues though. I don't really like the gun range. It has to be outside.
I love the gun.
Nah, indoors makes me nervous.
Oh,
I'd be there. I'd be like, nah, it's gonna
it actually feels pretty safe when I'm in the gun range.
because you're there, right? Is that what it is?
What is going?
Oh, okay. That
I'm
makes
one.
sense.
And normally I have a lot of my guns.
This nigga's Black Rainbow.
That's the equalizer.
These niggas sick. So could we speak to the actual? Like, I'm trying to figure out if more people have guns though,
Yes.
because this is the
Get back to the topic.
Yeah, if more people have guns, like you've seen that work before.
No, but in theory,
Okay.
if knowing human nature, that human nature is violent.
That is
And
Dave Fleming. He really put his full name out too. That's crazy.
I would say in direction of Willie though, or Billiam, that in direction of Billiam is back in the day everybody had a gun. It's about the education. So it's like niggas hide guns and act like guns is the demon, but the demons be the nigga holding the gun. It's not about the tool. A hammer is a deadly weapon in the hands of a fucking maniac.
Yep.
But
So
are we?
But there's a lot of maniacs.
No, say that. No. But so I get the tool thing, and I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, if let's say on the daily, if everybody's walking around with a hammer in their belt, is that?
It sounds fun, but it sounds dangerous. It sounds
so
like
let me give you
human error is mad nutty, bro.
Yes.
Like
So let me give you my view on it. The reason I think that is something that could work, because the simple fact of the matter is, are you going to have casualties in the beginning? Sure. And anything new, you're going to have casualties. That's part of the assessment.
You can hurt.
as a new guy, I'm nervous, but
You have a heart?
any issue could get me
Do
burned.
I have a
up.
heart?
Well, when you start saying like
Yeah.
casualties, you start nameless people.
Police officers have casualties, right?
I'm
They
asking.
shoot people by mistake, right?
By mistake, yeah.
Mhm.
They shoot people.
They shoot people on purpose too, right?
But when you shoot, it's on purpose.
Does that make it okay though?
No, it doesn't. But it's the reality. We're not talking about what's fair. We're talking about the reality of things. So take your emotional part out of it and look at it as a straight assessment of what would be better for the human population in America. We already own 50% of the guns in the world.
Okay. America.
And all we doing is killing ourselves. Not each other, ourselves. Suicide rates are crazy.
Exactly.
Suicide
More
rates
people
are
killing themselves than actual people killing another.
But you can do kill yourself mad.
But they killing those for what?
How people kill themselves with pistols?
Nah,
Kill
for sure.
themselves with heart disease every day.
Police love killing themselves with their gun.
We talking about guns, right?
We are, but I'm just saying how people kill themselves in general. People could kill themselves multiple different ways.
Nah, it's mad ways.
We're more worried about guns than people actually eating healthy, but that's
What
a
about
different
homicides
conversation.
though?
Homicides are
Mostly used with what?
less than suicide.
Well, I'm saying it's not a homicide if they're directing the material straight to you.
How
They're not
many? Like, so what's the?
I don't know the statistics because I say knives are more accessible and probably more people die from knives than guns, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. I do.
But I'm just not inform me. But I never got to my point of reason why.
Okay.
So the reason why I think it will be beneficial, yes, will there be casualties in the beginning, of course, but after a while, after those knee-jerk people, erratic people are unfortunately wiped off that statistic, unfortunately,
You see?
people will start to then say, okay, that person has a gun, that person has a gun, that person has a gun. I don't think I want to get into this. If I'm going to get into a gunfight, it's got to be a real reason now because I know the other person has a gun. But a lot of times we could walk down the street and every other person, or I don't know the statistic, but more people than not don't have a gun. So I know I probably, if I got a gun, I could probably take advantage of them. I won't feel like that. And it's human nature to take advantage of people.
Okay.
So more people take advantage of people than not. So that's how we have the, upper portion of the world, like the upper wealthier people, because they took advantage of people on their way up.
Okay.
So all in all, that comes to an end eventually. So prime example is what happened 2 years ago down in Florida. The chief of police put out there, hey, if somebody comes to your house and tries to break in, shoot them dead, and they have a 0 chance of reoccurring doing this again, and we support it. And this was the police bigging up the people of that town.
I feel that.
Okay.
Since that conversation happened, they have 0 break-ins into their homes, and it's been 2 years.
But what about the homicide deaths with guns?
Yeah.
That's gonna happen because
The fact that you're willing to just, like, I don't think you're allowed to, well, you're allowed to do whatever you want to say. What you
people
want,
are
but it's
gonna
like,
die regardless.
It's
333 million people in
You can get a
America.
gun if you want to. It's not that hard.
But the thing is, people are going to,
You don't think that's-
and you gotta accept that. People are going to die and be murdered. That's just how it happens.
But the actual tool that we're talking about is involved in
well,
how many homicides.
well,
Like,
it's literally a murder tool, though. So a hammer has multiple uses.
What else do you do that for?
Yeah, guns to kill.
It's designed to kill.
Yeah,
A
a sword can still be
but
level.
but this is what I'm saying. Now you,
It's only your-
but you want to put it in the hands of more people now.
Yes,
Everybody.
because people will start to
Think
to
twice.
second guess.
So wait, we might go end this debate very quickly. You're saying yes, this is what you want to do, but I'm saying, are you agreeing that you understand that? So now more people is gonna die because
In the beginning, yes.
People die.
you're not answering my question.
Yeah.
So are you?
The
it's
main
evolution,
question
and you
is
think that the dumb
if
ones are
there's
gonna
more-
die and the smart ones are gonna live? Because that's not really how it works.
listen. Oh, no, wait.
Not the dumb ones. More
The question is though. The
Anybody.
big question is, if more people have firearms, would it be less gun violence? If you're saying that you believe it's going to be more gun violence than the debate, there's no debate.
Initially, I feel with him. Like initially, it will be.
But over time, it won't. And that's the
What
goal.
if their death is you? Like, it's going like,
I don't.
That's what I got to deal with. See, I don't take myself out of this situation.
You know.
If I make a stupid, I don't put myself in situations where I'm gonna have to use my firearm. I try my best to stay out of it. But in the situation where I
I
have
don't know about that.
have I used my firearm yet, sir?
Open carry at all?
No, because they stopped that in Connecticut.
Would you prefer the open carry?
No, because that's how people get their guns taken.
yeah,
Would you
Like-
take it?
yeah, niggas are
Yeah, people will walk up behind you and take your gun. That's a known thing.
I seen that, but how often is
It's happened a lot.
Ballsy shit.
It's not. It's not. They do it in New York all the time.
Once I have your gun, I have a gun.
Yeah,
It's
like what you gonna do? You
I
want?
snatch your chain, you can respond.
Yeah, you
I
can't
have
respond
your
once I
gun
take
now.
your gun.
You know
But
what's
this
going
is-
on. You
In
can't even
situations
do
like that, it's
gun.
also why I don't carry one in the
Nah,
chamber.
that's a real gun. I know.
I don't carry one in the chamber most of the time unless I feel like I'm going into a situation where a threat situation, like where okay, this
So
area
you
seems
carry
bad.
You've carried one in the chamber.
Yes,
You supposed to carry
Well,
one
you
in the
should.
chamber. That's what I thought.
Why?
you should. But
Because if you had
So
puppets, you
so
should
right
be
now
taking
I'm
extra
carrying.
seconds
Where you going though?
so hold
to
on.
kill niggas if they act crazy.
I'm asking, but where? Like, so what is this in Walmart? You keeping it in the chamber? I'm
I heard niggas
asking.
get killed in Walmart acting crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
asking. I don't know. I'm
No,
asking.
if I'm going into the hood to go visit somebody, and I know this is a situation where this is a more crime-ridden area, I might be robbed, or somebody might try to attack me, or somebody's off on drugs and bugging the hell out. I'm gonna keep one in the chamber because I might have to react
Yeah.
very
I
fast.
keep
But
one in the
I'm
chamber.
right
You just
here,
wouldn't go.
huh?
You just wouldn't go.
Oh no, I'm just.
If
not
I
going
have to go,
so-
as somebody given right to go wherever I want in America.
Okay.
I like
That's
that.
my right.
I like that. So
Why would I let somebody take my right away?
Well, I just wouldn't
Well-
go if I knew it was gonna be a shitty situation, and I
So-
think you had already said
Listen,
you wouldn't.
listen, but-
Yeah, if it's a shitty situation, yes. But if I'm just going to see somebody, just because you live in a bad area doesn't mean that it's going to be a shitty situation. But it's more likely to occur. 100%, I will have my gun ready to go if need be.
Well, I'm just.
So,
gonna
but
have
like
my-
right now, I'm not in a shitty area. I'm not around shitty people. I'm around my people. I'm carrying, but it's not one in the chamber because I'm comfortable and I know I don't have any thought that you guys will do anything threatening. My threat assessment is low for here.
Okay.
The weapon thing is crazy though, because again, there's a lot of forethought to having a gun. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really put the time and effort to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have one in the chamber. Because again, if you're pulling your gun out, are you pulling it out to use it, or are you pulling it out to like?
Well, he's gonna pull it out to use.
I don't
Right?
know. 100% pulling it out to use it.
Huh?
If you already carrying it, why you don't got one in the chamber all the time?
Because it gives me another second to think about my decision.
I got a revolver. That's different. I don't got no seconds. That bitch is gonna bust.
Wait. So you carry one in the chamber all the time.
Yes. Yeah, because I don't want to have to think about it. I'm already this. If the situation's gonna go bad and it's already going bad,
because you can't decide when it will go bad.
yeah, it's gonna be bad and you'll be fucked up.
But it's also
Wait.
hold on. So to respond to that, you cannot decide when things go bad, 100%. But you also decide where you go and know the area that you're going into. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the Walmart over in Naugatuck before I go to the Walmart on Exit 8 or in Waterbury because I know there's more violence in those areas than the one in Naugatuck.
Okay.
If somebody trying to hit a lick, let's say,
Somebody's trying to get a lick.
and they try to get a home invasion, they probably gonna go to the bigger house in a nicer neighborhood than the. No, they're not.
So
no,
now
they're
you're
not.
talking about
No,
different
that's not
variances.
even how it works, because that's what be on the news. But you know, niggas get their.
Now you're talking about the variance.
Shoulders.
Someone's coming to my home.
Shit.
Good luck. You come into my home.
You can't wait for that day, right?
You gonna be fucked up.
Hey man, like
You
that.
fucked when they come and just put cars in front of the doors and light it on fire.
Yeah, like I'm never come in and just burn my
Yeah,
house.
has anybody ever tried to come into your home?
Yeah.
You know, somebody tried to come in my house before too. But I was cleaning the strap though.
No, so
I put it against the door and I was like,
I
gonna shoot
I
through the
really
I
have
was,
situations
I was
where
like, I'm bugging. And so I just snatched open the door and pulled the nigga in the crib. It was
That's
somebody.
That's kidnapping.
It was about the nigga. He was breaking in. Nigga was trying to break in the crib, but he didn't have proper reason to me. But he had some sort of wherewithal. It was all right. But if I would have smoked him, it would have probably been terrible. But I also have the wherewithal to know that, like he said, yo, I'm a bigger guy. I can handle it. The nigga was like at my door with a card, like trying to get in. So I waited. I waited till I feel like he thought he got it, and I snatched the door and I snatched that nigga in the crib.
so my assessment of what happened with me is
But I had the gun on me still. But I been up.
I have cameras all around my home.
Okay.
So I seen this man running on the side of my house back and forth. Didn't understand what was going on. I went outside. It was my dog, my pistol, and my AR.
Damn.
I went outside to assess the situation. Did I up on him? 100%.
You had the AR on your back.
No, the AR was right here.
I was about to say, alright, because if you like come with the AR and it's not your main weapon, it's kind of strange. Like, why you had
No. My pistol was my secondary after that.
Okay.
So,
Secondary.
Is it military?
mm-mm.
No,
I
I think-
know a lot of military
No,
niggas.
he just-
Okay.
I did some training.
The nigga just wanted. He wanted.
Call of Duty when you get to the end and you got to do it again for the beginning. What's that?
What?
Oh, he's prestige.
Nigga said you got
Nigga got the
So-
golden AK.
The guy, I on my camera was black and white, so you know what I mean. It's a blink camera. Like, I can't see what he's really doing. Like it's not that clear. So boom, I get out there. And I have, at this point, he's outside of my gate, but I only have like a picket fence up, so I'm easily to get into.
You got kids in the family.
I got kids, family, so I had to come out and assess the situation, what was going on. Did I up my gun on him? Sure, 100%, because he was in the dark. I couldn't see what he had on, and my lights wasn't working at the time. I had just moved in, so I didn't put up my lights around the house yet. So when I was able to see, did I have my gun on him? And when I finally was able to see that he wasn't a threat because he was only in shorts, barefooted, and t-shirt, after I seen that he didn't have a gun on him, he didn't have a knife on him, I lowered my firearm.
Well, we're in Connecticut. In Texas, you probably could have smoked that nigga.
But that's me a threat assessment and keeping my cool in a high situation, a situation where somebody could have easily died. I could have killed this man. But all in all, that's me being a responsible gun owner and knowing, okay, this man is not a threat, and now I can handle this situation differently.
Question.
Mhm.
So now, if he had a gun,
I would have shot him down.
okay.
Shut him down.
So
So-
but that would play into
You going to
more
jail.
gun violence.
You was going to
I'm
jail.
not saying you're going to jail.
You was going to jail for that. Word of mother.
No, I'm saying though.
That's cool. I've been ready for that.
Yeah, so but that's what I'm saying too. Is like
You
it's
don't
almost
have
like
to go to
it's almost like yo, you can know all the rules you want, but when you never know when the situation is gonna go bad or how it's gonna go bad or what's really actually happening. You might overreact. Shit, you might underreact and die behind it. But
So
overreacting with a pistol is different.
But now you want to put it in more people's hands though.
the fact of the matter is, though,
Because
And
there's
that's-
still people gonna do crime.
yeah, people are still going to do crime, but it's going to be probably less likely. If I know, I'm not going to come to your home knowing you got pistols. I'm not.
So, question.
Like the gun store thing.
People are going to do dumb things. You're going to have them one-offs, and then they're going to go to jail for 9 years. And that one-off is
People who don't work now, like the people who just live by a life of crime, selling whatever it is that they're doing. You think once you put more guns in more people's hands, they're gonna
start.
Hold on.
start doing right, and like, you're still gonna do
Let me
illegal
tell you
stuff.
exactly how I think will happen. They will be eventually eradicated out of the situation.
Right?
Scary shit. The fuck is because he don't even mean dead, but he do mean dead.
No, he
Right?
do. Yeah, he do
No,
that.
because
He
if
do
they're
mean
going to
that.
keep doing crime, and then they're going to run into more people with guns, you're only going to get lucky but a few times. So
So,
eventually, you're going to get wiped out for your crimes.
Violence.
Unfortunately, it will
so
be
you
violence.
think the violence at the beginning? You say it's gonna be more violence at the beginning
Yes.
because
Because you're going to have people that's going to try to go against the grain.
Well, you
When you have multiple examples of people,
some people are gonna get killed off. You feel like the people.
You ever have an issue with your neighbor though? Like, how many issues you have monthly? I don't really have none. I be chilling.
I had an issue with the Muslim neighbors I have.
But it's like, yo, these things can only escalate when weapons are involved because somebody's dumb.
They got weapons, I got weapons, and we never escalated
Well, again, it depends on the situation and
over
who's
kids, over our kids.
Oh no gun shit.
over your kids doing
Over
what?
our kids, their kid tried to fight my kid, and then we got into an argument how they treated the kids in the neighborhood. And I told them about themselves. Did it get ugly? Sure.
Eradicated is crazy.
Yeah. That's a red flag with a Hail Hitler at the end. Right?
But no, that's the problem. See, the more people that have guns is more people able to defend themselves. That's the point of bearing arms, the right to bear arms. It's more people to defend themselves, and it's less likely for people to come with.
Well, I'd like to say it's more about the government not being able to take over everything.
And that's the point I was going into.
Currently, it's about protecting yourself, but really, the right is because
Initially, yeah.
initially is to stop the government from just being able to run your shit.
So exactly. So you have
But you want it for people.
I want for everything, every reason to go ahead and defend yourself. So look at how it started in with Germany. In the 1930s, they had multiple rules and regulations as far as guns. Took the guns from the people, and then years later, you get the Nazis going ahead killing them all because they had no way to defend themselves.
But it was a different system though. Like the people who took the guns away, that wasn't.
They took the guns away in England, and now they just stab niggas. It's like,
But now they just stab niggas, but you can't have like a group of people take over an area now because they just have knives. Or if I have a gun, if the people in my community have guns, a group of people cannot take over an area if they choose to.
But for the Germany example, the people who took the guns away, they still lost power. That wasn't Hitler though.
Oh, okay. Yes, 100. The people that took the guns away lost it. Lost. That's political bullshit. That's how it happens in politics. People lose power. But the people that took over in order to do the Holocaust, the people should have still had their guns. If they did, they would. This Holocaust could have been prevented.
So, when Hitler took over, he also laxed up. He laxed the restrictions on the guns because he was against them taking the guns initially.
Mhm.
So when he took over, he then laxed up. They had more
How
gun.
long did he last off for?
Well, I don't know when he take over. When did
the Hitler? Like 41 to like
40.
45 around.
Okay, so let me ask you: it's about 3 million people that have AR-15s or some variant of it in America. Do you think 3 million people got those guns over a year, over 5, over 10, or over maybe 50?
What you mean? Oh, how long they had them?
No, like how long did you think the population of 3 million people took to get? How long do you think the population 3 million took to get them ARs? It took a while, right? You will say that?
God
Wait,
damn.
I don't get what-
For the Nazi Party, 1921 to
Well,
1945.
He didn't have control of Germany at 1921.
Chancellor of Germany, 1933 to 1945. Führer, 1934 to 1945. So that was when Führer is the whole thing.
So hold on. I don't get just the
The
question.
point I'm making is
You saying how did they get?
so the point I'm trying to make a similarity is that the American people is 3 million AR-15s walking around in America right now, right? Around that. Those people took years to accumulate those many people getting those type of guns. That took time. That didn't happen over a year. That didn't happen over 5. That happened
Okay.
over 10 or more.
Okay.
So if the people of the civilization over in Germany got their guns taken, how long do you think it's going to take for them to go
Okay,
and
I
get
get
the
what
guns
you're saying.
back
I
in
get
order
the
to
point.
defend themselves?
I get your point.
If 5 years pass, you still have a weak. It's only a few of them with guns.
Right.
It's not hard to take
Australia,
them.
they took the guns and they didn't repurpose them. They melted them shits.
But wait, you feel like Germany didn't fuck with Hitler?
Well, they fucked with Hitler hard.
Yeah, they fucked with
So
Tough.
I think when he got power, I don't think it was like he was running tyranny over the people. They fucked with him. He ran tyranny over to the Jews.
They took the
Yeah.
Jews' guns away.
Well, them niggas was definitely chilling. They were definitely having a good life beyond the evil things they were doing. They was chilling. Every time you see pictures of them, they're like on vacation. It's cute.
Where are you seeing pictures of them though? Where you at?
They had pictures on holiday during the same time. The niggas would do like, I don't know, outdoorsy shit. They did that shit.
But then you also think about it like in you got Hong Kong that got their guns taken away, and now they can't even protest without their government go ahead and pushing them and stopping the protest. The protest is how the civilians of the country go ahead and go against their government. But now they don't have no way to protect themselves. Same thing with Venezuela, same thing with the Soviet Union. Those are all situations that happened where their government took the guns from the civilians in the community, and now they have control.
So my main question, or the thing that I'm stuck with, is if the majority of homicides are done with guns in America.
And they are. That's what it is.
It's according to Amnesty International.
Ooh.
Are you fine with that, Sus?
But that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
71% of homicides
That's all it takes. Now you
is
did.
gun violence.
That's because it's the most effective way to kill someone.
Cool.
Yeah.
So now
This nigga Nate stupid.
if
You see what I sent you? Okay.
so now if
Niggas on vacation, bro.
if 71 if bro the majority of homicides come from that,
Mhm.
and you want to put guns in more people's hands, and I asked you, I said, well, have you seen that work before or somewhere else? You said no. So now I guess you want to take this, you want to test your theory, but now in the test of your theory, there's how many deaths for you, they can all be eradicated.
In
That's fine.
Japan, I've
Not
heard
that.
about katanas, to be honest.
So, how much of them homicides are domestic? How much of them homicides are kids stealing guns? How much of them homicides are more like manslaughters where it's a mistake? So, when you start breaking down homicide, you'll see how much is actually combat. I meant to kill this
What is-
person. I meant to, like, you know what I mean? Where I I'm coming down the street just to kill you.
Well, I think gun violence is gun violence. So, like, if somebody steals a gun and then shoots somebody, it's still gun violence. If somebody has a domestic issue with his girl and kills her, it's
So
still
let
gun
me
violence.
ask you this: if you think it was no guns in America, do you think the violence would just homicides would stop?
Do I think homicide or something? No.
We're gonna
No,
go with
right.
the collective AI overview that uses multiple sources
Thank you.
for the information.
Mhm.
That's valid.
Well, I don't get what you're saying.
I'm putting it in Google search, and then Google search is using like
AI to give you the answer.
they're using like 15 websites to compile the
Yeah.
answer.
Okay.
You see that answer I gave you the last time?
Okay, yeah,
That was all AI.
I knew it.
yeah. What'd you look up?
I looked up the homicide. I just put in homicides by the numbers. Comparisons to other countries, U.S. has the highest homicide rate, largest numbers of homicides among 15 high-income countries. But now I'm gonna use guns. I actually didn't put guns in there.
Because all in all, well, of course we're one of the largest countries. We are. So, and we have the most guns, so you're going to see more homicides from that, as far as gun violence as well.
76.37% of homicides were committed with firearms. It's down from 85% in 2001. That was a 2003 statistic. The annual rate of firearm homicides was 5.36 per 100,000 persons.
So wait, my question though with that is, so if this is AI
Well, if you look, you see the top where it says AI,
over,
but it's compiling.
Give me that.
So
Give me that fact of the 5.36 again.
but before the facts though, because like the source thing, I want to be clear with that. So the AI, if it's just a bunch of different shit,
Mhm.
I would rather just a direct source.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
where,
compiling all of them, right?
yeah, but
So,
like if
but this is a real fact here. 5.36 out of every 100,000 people.
But we should
My
talk
people
about
have
AI
never
first.
heard
We
of
can talk about AI on a
Listen,
different
no, no,
episode.
no, no.
But yeah, I got you. I'll go down and just
Because-
somebody's
like
the CDC.
let's say if
I never asked. I'm sorry.
but the thing with the just of I guess a bunch of different sources. So any like what sources?
I feel more comfortable with the compiling of sources, but I also don't understand the material that the AI is using. I don't really know what it's using to congregate.
Like if you go like for instance, if I don't want to bring up Israel every episode, but
Well, you ain't really said nothing about it.
Facts.
so
Whatever.
so if you go by like the IDF's count on the civilian deaths in Gaza, I would probably less likely take their word as opposed to like a
Yeah, if
humanitarian.
you go to like firearms.com, that's pro firearms. But again, that's the statistics issue. It's like we're using the statistics.
So-
who's compiling?
So now that's why the statistic I gave
maybe
Amnesty International.
That's beautiful.
There's no bias in that. There's no bias in that.
I don't know.
Tell me what the bias would be.
I don't know, but I don't know everything that's going on with that, so I wouldn't know if there is.
But if I put antigunlaw.org,
Yeah.
you understand where the
So how
bias would
many
be.
of them homicides though were in self-defense? Do you know?
No, but
Because you don't record that, correct?
I'm talking about gun violence, just however totality of gun violence.
Yes, you were talking about the totality, but that you can't generalize something so important.
Okay.
That has
What?
to be more narrowed down. You got defense homicides, and then you got people that are legit killing people and first degree murder. Then you have it's that type of thing, and then you got the people that's manslaughter. These are all different situations of why gun violence happened. You're just upset, or you're not. Your argument is, gun violence in general, any gun violence is wrong. No, that's too. You sound like
Violence is
you
a
sound like a
positive?
Democrat that's against.
Violence is positive.
but they
No.
against guns.
Violence is not positive, but you know what? Yes. Because the fact of the matter is, if I have to defend myself and kill somebody else, that violence was necessary.
And if they're broke and they want to rob you, their violence is necessary.
Their violence is necessary to 100%
That's
to
too
them,
much,
but
bro.
their violence is necessary to them. But me protecting my life, it's gonna supersede somebody needing material objects.
Well, to you.
To most. Life is always going to supersede material things.
What I go to Africa all the time in my environment.
But when you were speaking about life being lost earlier, it was like Thanos, like it was fine. Oh,
No,
people are
that's
gonna.
just
said eradicate.
You said it.
So, like, think about it like this. I look at it as COVID, right? Everybody didn't want to get the shot, and they said, you know what? Let everybody get COVID. Like, right now, COVID is looked at as just a cold because,
Everybody got the shot, right?
no, everybody didn't get the shot.
You
Some
didn't
people
get
did. Some people did, some people didn't.
Interesting.
I got a shot.
So,
Yeah, I got the shot too, man.
all in all, they use, what's it called? The herd mentality.
Yeah.
You got sick, you got sick. Now we all got antibodies to fight against this. So,
Thanks. You're welcome, Willie, because I feel like you didn't get the shot. You're
I
welcome.
appreciate guinea pigs like you.
Mm.
So, once again, another reason why I'm not good with the government. But the government shouldn't be able to control our lives, but that's a whole other conversation.
You said I sound like a Democrat. Go ahead,
You sound like a Democrat that's
He's
against.
a Democrat.
I'm not a Democrat.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's Green Party. That's the other one, right?
Go ahead.
You sound like a Democrat that's against
So you don't like guns?
full
Shane?
guns.
I think everybody.
I like guns. Like, even if I didn't own guns, I'd still like them. There's people who will never even get to see a gun. Niggas who play Call of Duty love guns. And they never gonna have, you know what I mean? Some people who are never gonna have a gun. Some people who want to have a gun but just won't buy it.
I'm fine with guns. I just don't think more like everybody should have them. I don't. To me, you said
I
what?
should buy with guns.
I
I
think-
get to know you on the subject.
I think-
real quick.
Okay, so my take on it is, I feel like everyone, or every man should own a gun, protect your family,
Okay.
and your loved ones. I'm fine with that.
It's like having a plunger in your house. Where
And
it's a tool.
but
Just in
in
case.
the house though,
Yeah, I respect that.
I'm not with this
So,
carrying.
Cowboy.
Yeah, I'm not with the like just.
So
Carrying
I'm
everywhere.
glad your perspective is that, and just not like, yo, we got to get rid of guns. I mean, I think everybody should be able to have a gun. I think it should be limited, or there should be more taking, because it was not difficult to
Yeah.
get a gun license.
So, yeah.
So it was niggas that act like it's the worst thing ever, but that's because they're felons. You're a criminal already, my nigga.
But you, to get back to what you were saying though, you said you feel like everybody should defend themselves, correct? Every man should be able to defend their family. But
the house. Yeah.
So you're gonna take away the right for people to defend their family in public, out in open?
I think you should.
Can they?
You said what?
How can they if they don't have their gun?
Well, let me ask you: if you don't have your gun, could you defend yourself?
Yeah, I got my knife.
So what you mean? I don't get what
But
you
if somebody else has a gun and I don't, can I defend myself?
But you
Hell
want,
yeah.
but you the one who want to put the guns in
Oh,
other.
we can say because it makes it all even.
But my take
You're
is
never gonna get rid of all guns.
no.
With that, because it kind of makes everybody even like shake and really crush you, and shake might not be.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not.
I'm okay.
not.
You
Because
say, but my take was,
that is a challenge.
my take is, I'm fine with guns in the house.
Mhm.
I'm fine with that. But now you're saying, well, I'm carrying my gun outside because this person has a gun, or this person might have a gun. But the average person outside doesn't have a gun, right?
That's cool.
No, I'm saying you
No,
agree with that?
the average person doesn't have
Doesn't have a gun. So now but I guess you want the table to be slanted in your favor.
No, it's not
If
the
Tom-
table. I don't want the table to be slanted in my favor. I'm more worried about that one person that's not going to be like everybody else and come start shooting for no fucking reason. So I don't feel like being at the movies with my kids and somebody busts through the side exit and want to start shooting the movie theater up, and I have no way to defend them.
Okay, I feel like, but when he does that, it's up anyways. Like I don't think you get to respond to that. I think you got to get up and get going. It doesn't even matter if you have.
Well, he's gonna respond, right?
He's gonna get shot.
No, because
He's getting shot.
I mean, you want that combat in the combat in the theater, right?
Yeah,
not even
and
that.
he thought about it. He's like,
What would you do?
That's why we sit in the top.
I'm going to engage.
Where you sit?
Okay, wait, I'm glad you said that.
When the police come, how do they know who's the shooter?
We'll deal with that when that happens. But as far as I'm
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I was waiting.
This is how I assess that. You're gonna get going. So what if you're at the top of the movie theater and you gotta make your way down?
That's where you sit, though?
Huh?
Where you sit in movie theaters?
About,
I sit all the way in the back.
but if you sit all the way in the, if you sit,
Don't like niggas behind me.
so the thing is though, I sit more in the middle. But getting out those exits are blocked off, and you're like sitting duck going that way. You could probably get yourself through it.
I'm
But
the
you're not
alternative.
gonna be able to get your wife and kids through it.
Okay.
One of them is gonna be a sitting duck, and you have to think about that. You know how they don't become a sitting duck? So let's get down to the nitty gritty of it.
Okay.
Protecting your family, you might put your life on the fucking line.
Okay.
You might put their lives on the line. Now, if the fire,
Situation.
the fire's coming from your corner, I'm responding back to you.
Well, I mean,
Since you're allowed.
because you're trained, right? You're a trained marksman.
I'm a good enough shot
Is the average person who
Probably not.
Probably not.
because they don't train. But all in all, I'm only talking about with me on this situation. When it comes to a situation of that nature, I'm gonna go ahead and put that fire on me to get my family the fuck out.
I just would hope you had experience, because I know niggas who been playing Madden for 20 years and still ass. So
Yeah.
I leave you train your whole life and you don't know.
Corey really felt that.
But those are situations where you need your firearm. I'm sorry. Yeah. Instead of certain because
So
you're
you
just
think
sitting up.
you think that's going to help the situation?
Yes.
Yes. You rather leave the gun in the house. Home defense, that's it.
Question. So if you somewhere you don't have your gun, somebody opens fire, you got your kids, you got your daughter with you. You want another person to start opening fire as well, or would you just?
Depending on the situation. If you get away, the fight or flight thing, it's
It
flight
all
first.
depends.
No, I'm not. You're not involved. You're just there.
So I'm just there, my
Nigga,
daughter.
You're just there.
Nigga, you shooting in the crowd, and I'm in that crowd, you shooting at me.
So you're just there. You don't have your gun. You're not. The person's not shooting at you.
You're gonna get away. That's a variable.
But my question is, you feel like it's safer for when a first person starts opening fire for the second person to open fire as well, to fire at that person.
To alleviate the threat, yeah. Safer, probably not. More effective? Like,
So to me, it becomes a narcissist thing when you're just focused on you.
Here, I'm about to.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you're like you want your thing
That's what I do.
as opposed to
Everybody else.
if you're in a room of 50 people, yeah, it's safer for you if you start firing.
Yeah.
Back. Yeah, I understand that.
So I mean, but that's
But for the other 48, but for the other 48
they should
people,
have been armed.
okay, like
You
you gotta take care of
We all
yourself.
should have shot back.
Yeah, but that's not the debate though. I'm saying we're not saying is it safer for you if you carry guns. Is would it be less gun violence? Well, would it be
If
safer?
had that gun, like we're speaking on, then the person that starts shooting got to be dealt with accordingly, rather quickly, no?
So we all four got guns in here.
And then the one nigga start shooting.
No,
We gonna
no,
see
we
him
all
start shooting.
we
I'm
all
gonna shoot
four-
Shay by accident.
we all four got guns. You start shooting,
Nah.
and we all start shooting in this motherfucker.
We
That's
all gonna shoot each other.
I
and
don't.
him.
That doesn't to
But
me.
it doesn't always happen like that. It all depends on the variation. Look at the Indiana shooting where the mall shooter, he came in to start shooting people down and a civilian.
What happened in that?
So he came into the mall, started shooting people down at close range, and a civilian 40 feet from him pulled his pistol and put him down.
And
In 15
was he a
seconds.
gun owner?
Yes, he was gun owner. In 15 seconds, he
No, the shooter.
neutralized it.
The shooter.
The shooter, didn't look that up whether he had a gun. He was a gun owner, whether he was properly supposed to have one or not. He was a gun owner.
Gun owner is crazy. You mean he had a gun?
Man, he owned the gun in his hands at that moment.
He's saying gun owner. He really. means
But there
he
goes a
has
situation where everybody was running, and this man could have killed more people, but within 15 seconds, one civilian with a pistol, a young guy, put this man down 40 feet away. That saved how many lives?
In
a
the
good
what?
guy with a gun, man.
Huh?
Where he do that at?
In the mall. Mind you, the shooter wasn't shooting at him when he put him down.
Yeah, that's
So-
probably the best thing for you to
But-
do.
So they both illegally had guns.
Yes. Thankfully, there was one person that was.
You're not supposed to have your gun in the movie theater, right? Either.
Exactly.
Nah, that's not how that works.
No.
That's not how that
Why
works.
you
That's
didn't
not how
say
guns
that?
work. Nah, it's like
It
federal
all depends
buildings.
on where they put the sign.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Ain't no sign at the
There ain't no
door.
sign. I can walk in.
Yeah,
Because the
niggas
mall you're not supposed to have.
you come in here with no shoes
If
on.
they
You
have a
don't
sign
have
up, no. I don't know if that mall had a sign or not.
It needs to be clearly visible.
Playing around. All right, so if it don't got a sign,
You could go in
No.
for sure.
No.
Yeah. No, unless it's a state, state
yeah.
law.
Where's the federal mandate that says movie theaters don't allow guns?
I'm
Exactly.
talking about the mall.
Oh,
Where's the federal one?
I feel like they have it on the door.
They do. I know most malls do that.
McDonald's got it on the door
Why?
because niggas will bring guns everywhere.
I'm saying why you think? Because you could bring it in like Walmart and shit, right?
Depends on the Walmart.
It depends on the
It depends on the state. Some Walmart sell guns.
Some Walmarts are in open carry states.
Some Walmart don't.
So, but I'm saying, well, why you? What's the logic? What do you think the logic is behind not bringing a gun into highly populated places? Because I guess you guys, or I ain't gonna say you guys, well, you personally, Willie, you don't see the threat.
Nonsense.
You don't.
I think I'm a good person though.
You
I
think?
think I'm a good person. That I think it's nonsense for a good person not able to carry their gun, whether there's an.
You know how that we assess nice personhood, but yeah, sure, fuck, I'm a good guy.
I'm a good guy. So
When I got my gun, I'm the goodest guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm actually very secure within myself and feel very comfortable when I have my pistol on me versus not.
Please don't kill nobody. Don't kill nobody at the mall.
I'm never.
Please.
Never. I got a family to get home to. I'm never gonna go
Cops
kill
do
somebody
that
for
too.
no
They
reason.
love killing niggas.
Well, they have immunity, so
That's their favorite excuse.
I think they kill people and go home, no problem, and paid.
And paid?
Yeah,
Yeah, but then they get fired, though, right?
and not all the time, or they go. It doesn't stop them from being a cop in the next state.
Unless it's justified.
I heard that.
Justifiable homicide.
So-
They do that with priests too, but
You catch
They
a
don't-
free body easily.
but
as
they
a
don't
cop.
kill nobody to get
So if
sent
I wanted to
different
just
states.
kill somebody, I just go be a cop. If
But I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh, you said what?
I wanted to kill somebody, I just go be a cop.
What you mean by that?
They
Like,
catch free bodies and get to go over.
but I mean, you
First day you kill someone, you might get a
somebody accused you of wanting to kill someone?
oops.
Nah.
Somebody said that. If you
I'm
want,
just
like,
saying,
where that? Wait, why'd you bring that to
Why you
the?
smirk, chat?
Like, why did you introduce that? Is that something you want?
No, I'm just
I'm
saying.
saying, why-
So you're saying no? You call me Kilroy. You said that earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm Kilroy and I just want to just kill people and stuff like that, or I just want violence and I want to combat things, I'm just gonna be a cop.
Oh, okay.
You could be a hunter too, kill things. So it's not
You know, I just want to go hunting.
just
I
not
want to
the,
go
most,
wild boar hunting.
the most dangerous game.
Boar hunting?
Mm-hmm.
Those are things that's overpopulated.
Yep.
Yeah, them iguanas, bro.
Overpopulated at where?
In America,
Texas, Florida.
they're not.
Shit up the helicopters and shit, with your ARs and shit.
Which guys?
Now we just talking about that.
Yeah, we
I'm
know.
with that.
I'm
That
with
looks like
that.
fun.
That's
What you do
fun.
like for?
Sorry.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They do it like it's
Not
something
around
to
for
do.
So my thing is this: how do you plan to protect your family? Because you got kids, right?
Yeah.
So how do you plan to protect your family if something happens in public where you don't have a gun but the other person does? What's the most
said
effective
hands
way to
work.
protect yourself?
He's gonna use
Well-
his aura.
So
Okay, what?
He
You don't talk it out.
He gonna
Am I gonna, what you
Smile
mean?
at him.
Talk it out. Hey, sir, and you don't have to do this.
You better
Oh,
keep it
well,
So, like I said earlier, the average person isn't gonna have a gun, right?
Mhm.
And we agreed on that.
You're that average person.
Every how many people got a gun? So
Good
like,
question.
start.
Oh,
Yeah.
1 out of 4.
No.
But
I think
That was my cue to look, but I didn't look.
yeah, I thought you might go. So
good for you.
I got you. Sorry.
So I would, try to. I don't think I need a gun to defend.
You're not answering the question.
You said what would I do?
What would be your best way to protect your family if somebody decides to start opening fire wherever you're
Oh, I
at with
would-
your family?
We got to get out of there.
What if
sure.
you can't?
You're gonna die. That's what you
Yeah,
talking about.
You're gonna die, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Rather,
That's
So
like
you're gonna fail to protect your family.
You don't have a
Because-
choice. Yo, you got strap.
Let me ask you something.
But it doesn't matter. With a strap, you can attempt to protect your family. Without a strap, you just
50
open.
pounds on you.
Yeah, but that I don't know. I don't know how.
Just think your family's cornered and you're fucked. You're fucked. It doesn't even matter.
If you gotta find, it's too many documented cases of a person being cornered with their family, having a pistol, killing somebody, or protecting their family.
I've been to McDonald's drive-through with my family and a fucking nuts walking by my car like pulling everybody's door handle,
Mhm.
shit like that, and it's like you could upstrap, but it's like
He would.
Nah, that's an ass whooping. I did that.
it might be, but it might be something strange, nigga. Like yo, it was weird, but it be shit like that. That'd be a one-off. That could have been a nigga who got out the car and fought him. I didn't. I was like, I don't care if this nigga touched the door handle because he touched every door handle.
shoot him for that.
Yeah,
No,
but
you can whip that
somebody
for that though. You can whip that ass for that though. See, I'm fully okay with hand-to-hand combat. Like that's another thing as a person walking around with a firearm. I'll choose hand-to-hand combat well before I choose my gun. The gun is only if my life is on the line.
I mean, that's hand-to-hand stuff too.
Bullet to bullet.
Rear naked choker had niggas done. You could die like that for sure.
100%. I've got to deal with that. You could knock somebody's brain loose. It shit happens.
Well, we want to talk about aliens.
Oh shit.
So you're telling me though, if you're out with your family,
You'd
and
rather not have it.
you'd rather not have your pistol on you in case in that situation?
You're asking me a loaded question. So if you're asking me if I would rather have a gun if someone has a gun,
Yes.
like if I'm in I would rather.
I'd rather have a force.
I would rather not be in a situation. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's not life. That's a perfect world.
But so you're making it seem like this is a common thing though.
It happens. It's like school shootings are getting common, right? School shootings, mass shootings are common, right? Are getting common, correct? There's another one just happened.
So it's I don't think the average person is going to experience a school shooting though.
I don't say the average. I said it's starting to become
I've
common.
experienced school
So
with
it is
guns,
a high.
and it wasn't no shootings.
Exactly, but that was our generation. That's not this generation.
Okay.
So in this generation, give me 1 second, Mike. In this situation, in this climate, shootings are getting mass shootings are getting way more common.
They don't care
So
more.
people can't even go to concerts sometimes without getting shot at. Movie theaters.
Nah, boy, in Vegas
It ain't
was crazy.
just school. Grocery stores.
Transition. What about the guy in Vegas who shot all those people?
Shit was fucked up.
That's real.
He tried. He tried.
That was real.
Hey, between me and you, I don't think so.
They said that it came with like 500 rounds.
They said,
I don't know how he got in with 500
It was more than it was probably like 12. It was a high number of rounds. It wasn't like he came in with 2 boxes of bullets. They said nigga
they
came in.
said bringing in like suitcases, like.
What? This was some recent shit.
What? My nigga, he shot up like a country concert from a hotel window.
Remember that?
You ain't never seen Smoking Aces? Shit like that. Niggas, that's what it's supposed to look like. Niggas shoot out the window with a 50 cal and stuff like that.
I don't know. I think you're. I'm gonna be honest. I think you're lying when it comes to the whole not having your gun out in the street protect your family.
I'm not.
I think you're lying on it just because of the simple fact that
You're lying.
I feel like your perspective is off because because you're an intelligent person.
Give him a
You know
larger
that
picture, Billiam.
you wouldn't be able to protect your family against somebody with a firearm. Of course, you wouldn't want to be there. Of course, if you could get the chance to leave, you would. But in a situation that you have none of those options, you would want a firearm to protect yourself. So in that present moment, I think you will find yourself being a hypocrite thinking that way.
First of all,
Damn.
this is.
We're trying to get it over.
You just said in the movie theater you would engage instead of leaving, right?
If I think yes, I would engage. If I can't get out the way, I'm going to engage.
If somebody opens,
I do. You
Open.
said nigga, they won't allow it.
Get it off, Mike. I might get this shit off.
Yeah, tell us who won.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
He gonna say Shay.
what?
Nah,
So-
say tripping. You know.
Shit.
No. I'm trying to figure out. So, cause you're saying, well, you said that if somebody was to come in the movie theater, you're engaged and you have your gun, you're engaged.
If I have to, yes.
So what?
No,
would
no,
you do if you're
no.
not engaging?
No,
I can get out. All right, so if I'm right next to the exit, say they come from the front exit, right?
Yeah.
If I can grab my family, get out that back door, I'm out that back door because the people in the front are the problem.
Are you sure?
Well, what?
100%, I'm going to get out of there.
You sure?
The people in the front are the problem because those are the people closest to that
Are
person
you
that's
being
not shit.
genuine right now?
I'm being completely
Well,
genuine.
you used the other guy as an example, and he could have walked away too, but he took the shot.
Yeah, but he saved people.
So
Right.
you want to examine people?
But
I gotta assess my family first. If I'm by myself, I'll be
Yes. Nigga, hurry up.
So
Y'all brothers want my opinion.
And now if I'm in the back and he comes through the back, I have to engage. There's no way around that. I'm not gonna be able to outrun the bullets. That's the barrier.
I got the.
If I'm far enough away to safely get away, I'm 100%. If I'm not, I'm going to engage to get my family the fuck out of there. Because you know what? When somebody is not expecting return fire from anyone. When you go to up on somebody, you're not expecting a person to return fire. If a person returns fire, somebody's going to run.
so
Oh, I got a gun.
perfect. So I had a family member just recently who was a victim of gun violence.
Mhm.
She was just a bystander. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She went out to the party, went to a club, whatever. 2 people got into a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
She got hit in the head.
I'm sorry for your loss.
She's alive.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's even better.
She's alive.
Ooh,
She's alive. And but I think she just got a critical. Prayers up for her.
prayers up.
This just happened a couple days ago.
Damn,
Nuts.
it's nuts.
But so that to me, somebody started shooting and in the return fire, now innocent people are getting hit.
Possibly, yes.
So I guess, but I don't know if you're a marksman or mercenary or whatever. You know,
I might miss a shot.
you feel like, oh no, I'm gonna just engage the person and
I'm gonna engage. If somebody gets shot while engaging, somebody shooting multiple people around me. If one person should get, all right. So I'm sorry to put it like this.
Get on your Thanos.
I'm sorry to put it like this.
He about to say another scary word.
If you come in and engage with people without guns, and nobody engages with you, you could kill and shoot as many as you possibly can in those seconds to minute.
Yeah.
Now, if you engage and somebody engages back with you, and you don't, but somebody gets hit in the realm of that, one person might die versus 15. And unfortunately, how the real world works, the majority wins. Either save 15 people and one person die in between this fight, then 15 people die
Or
with nobody to save them.
okay, I guess.
They should have said exterminate. They've been exterminated. You just want to know who won. Tell us, Mike.
What he put was that? Y'all niggas.
Or not. No, come on. What's up? Give us the answer.
This dude is crazy.
The answer seems pretty clear.
I think
I don't think it's clear.
I think Corey won because he got some information and he needs that.
What? Corey didn't learn nothing. What you learned?
I learned that you're tripping. You.
That's fair. That is a fair assessment.
No, yeah.
I don't see
And
it.
I don't believe you
I
mean
hope
what
you
you
never
saying.
get into a situation.
You
where
don't
you
believe-
Wait. You don't wait. So you think more? I don't understand that. So like, imagine going to the Freddy picture and everybody has a gun. That's safer to you.
It's safer to not. If I'm able to have my gun in the house per you, I should be able to take it outside.
What's the debate?
No, let me ask.
Hold on, wait. I want to make sure you
Somebody should have a gun. Would it be safer?
So now, if you go somewhere and everybody is armed, you're telling me that's a safer place.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask everybody the same question. Just give me a second. Look, Nate, if you're about to,
I'm glad he asked me first. I'm excited.
yo, put yourself in a crazy scenario. You're about to go kill somebody, right?
No. Okay, go ahead.
You got to shoot somebody.
Oh,
Are you going to second guess if that motherfucker got a gun on him?
what do you mean, like?
So if you're coming to commit a crime, right? Say you need money, right? And you got to go rob somebody, or somebody say, hey, look, you're in a fucked up situation. Here go $10,000. Go kill this person.
I'm trying.
And you need it down.
I'm turning to Christ.
But that person you go to shoot, you know they got a gun on you. Are you going to second guess that shit?
I mean, I'm a criminal. I'm not second guessing it. It's my job.
Corey, same situation as you. Are you going to second guess shooting somebody with a gun?
Corey's a bitch. I'm sorry.
Second guessing. Unless I got the drop
Jay.
force.
Put yourself in the same situation. Are you going to go ahead and second guess shooting somebody with a gun?
Damn,
As opposed to somebody without, yeah.
So that's human nature. More than not, because I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to second guess shooting somebody else with a gun.
Wait, what?
Unless I'm defending myself. I'm not going to second guess shit.
Or that might be a reason why you would shoot somebody because, all right, let me shoot him first before you shoot me.
Could be.
Yeah, maybe this.
But you're still going to take a second to evaluate the situation. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That second is what's going to stop a lot of violence. Because a lot of people, more than not, is going to say, I ain't going to pop this motherfucker. I'm glad this motherfucker going to pop me.
And let me have a temper.
Do you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me ask you, and let me know if you agree with this. So if, let's say you got an issue with me and you got an issue with Nate, you know No. You got an issue with both of us.
For it. Yeah, you heard that.
Look, I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. He's a shooter.
I'm a lover. Oh no, I'm a shooter. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: when it comes to the issues with the two of us, I'm a fighter. He's a shooter. Who are you more likely going to shoot?
you.
Nate.
Oh,
Because you know he's a shooter, right? Okay. So
that's fucked up.
do you understand that logic of you understand the logic of, okay, I know what he's capable of, I know what he's gonna do, so let me shoot him as opposed to not shooting somebody who's not capable of that.
I don't like this evil talk. We would never shoot
But
each other. I don't
everybody
like
got a gun. Willie's right here too.
You said what?
You know, so if
I
I
think you shoot all of us, sister.
I'm not thinking with the gun.
Before we can shoot each other, Willie's gonna shoot us.
What was the percentage though of how many people had a gun?
Nigga, you got a phone too.
Yeah, but
But you started.
I stopped because I couldn't really find a way to formulate how to get that answer. You asked what again?
My thing
Percentage
is,
of how many people got a gun?
good.
So, we're gonna
Americans will start
So-
shooting the gun.
no. So, but is this why you was voting for Trump? Because you feel like Kamala was
He didn't say who he voted for.
well, not earlier you did.
Yeah, I voted for Trump just because he's more two-way, pro two-way than versus a lot of other presidents who have
Two-way. What you mean by that?
two-A.
Two-A.
Meaning like the Second Amendment,
Oh, okay.
more
After
more pro gun
too.
than
I
not.
almost said pause.
Did he have a stint back in the back where he tried to take our bump stocks away? Yeah, sure. But
We gotta play the game.
But do you feel like Kamala was trying
32% personally own a gun. 44% live in a household with a gun.
More less than that.
Men, it's 45% personally own. 19% of women own. 22% who personally own are between the ages of 18 and 29. The highest percentage of people who personally own guns are 65 and up, which is crazy in my head.
to?
But they probably had them for a long time.
You don't get it.
It says they have the postgraduates, people in college. They have a lot. What do you want to know about it?
I was just
Type of
curious.
community,
How
big
many
city,
people already got
22% of people own firearms.
You feel like Kamala was trying to take guns?
100%. Democrats been trying to take guns.
What you doing?
Oh, that's all shut up. I'm sorry.
Democrats been trying to take guns. That's scary.
They've been trying to take guns?
Hence the whole reason we're having this conversation. This wasn't a conversation 20 years ago.
Shane, look at
This wasn't a popular conversation 20 years ago. It is now because of the anti-gun movement and, assault weapon ban, which a lot of people don't even understand what an assault weapon is versus a semi-automatic machine gun is. So you got a machine gun that shoots automatically, you pull the trigger and it shoots as fast as it can, versus a gun that pull the trigger one by one and that's how it shoots. An AR-15 is a submachine gun that shoots one at a time.
Okay.
Why is that considered an assault weapon? It's the same thing as my pistol. It's only going to fire as much as I can pull the trigger.
Okay. What you feel like you should
But
be
a
able
lot of people do not know the difference between that. So when they sit there and say assault weapons and we need to get rid of AR-15s, a lot of people just go with it because, mass shootings and mass hysteria, which I feel like America kind of pushes to happen because we glorify the killer.
How realistic is it of them like taking their guns? Like really?
Say it, go ahead. They're gonna take them out of my.
Like how realistic? Because I don't think that's a realistic thing that they even really pass.
Nigga, did you think that they can make you walk around the grocery store in a certain way?
So let me ask you,
Man, 2 years ago had niggas walking around the grocery store with just arrows on the floor.
let me ask you something.
Crazy.
If a police officer comes to your house with a warrant, are you going to let them in?
I'm not even. Oh yeah.
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 So they come in and take your guns, and they have the right to a judge with a warrant to take your guns. What
They
you
got-
gonna do?
They gotta find them.
Oh, you don't know the next law that they were trying to put in where you have to go ahead and give the ATF a map of your house and where you keep your guns. Oh, you didn't hear about that.
Oh, you don't got. Never mind. You don't got extra guns. You gotta hide them.
But that's my point. They can come into your home and take your guns
Right. It's like
if the law passes.
right? You know.
They're not trying to take it. Right now they're saying they're not trying to take your pistol, but go ahead. They started by taking away automatic weapons from most people. Now they're trying to take away the long rifles, short barrel rifles. They're trying to take that away. Look at how it's going. And next it will be pistols. You're taking people rights away.
So wait, they didn't what they didn't take away. You saying they took assault rifles away?
They didn't take assault rifles. They took automatic machine guns away from a lot of people.
You want us?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, I was about to say what was.
I'm okay with that. Would it be nice for me to shoot one out of range? Sure, I would love to shoot one out of range. But all in all, they took them away. But if you was in the military, you could have it though.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a cop, you can have it. If you're a correction officer, you can have it.
Yeah, you got
So-
your guard card. I think you can have it.
That's where I have a problem with. These are all established by the federal government. Why are these people able to have the guns and the civilians can't? You put these people that you pay in a situation of upper power.
I don't see what a regular civilian would need a machine gun for though.
So what happens if, say, a correction officer that has automatic weapons decides to go ahead and go, hey, you know, I want to go crazy today and start shooting shit up, and they got automatic weapons? I'm sorry, my pistol ain't really gonna go stand up against that.
Yeah, you got the right body armor. You saw them niggas in LA. They was walking around with niggas was shooting they little 32s what they had. They had little revolvers and they was walking around with like assault rifles and body armor, and them niggas was not getting touched.
The part of
What was that?
LA, I can pull it up.
What happened with that?
What? Them niggas walked them down. They just walked around. They like walked out of the bank, but they had full body armor on. And niggas had big assault rifle style weapons.
But like what SWAT team? You saying or
There
like,
wasn't no SWAT team. They weren't prepared for it. They didn't have nobody to come get the niggas.
wait, the criminals had body armor.
Yeah, the criminals had a body armor.
so how easy is it for our government to become criminals? Government officials, government employees to become criminals that have these type of weapons, and we can't stand up to it.
the North Hollywood shootout, February 28th, 1997.
The point of the Second Amendment is we are the militia. That's what it is. We are the people that stands up against our government. If the government can turn around and control us at any type point in time, we lose. They get to do what they want. And I'm sorry, not all government mandates and rules and laws benefit the people.
Well, is it?
We're taxed nonstop. We're the only place in this world that's taxed as much as we are.
America?
Where you get taxed for buying clothes, you get taxed for the money you earn, you get taxed for the car you drive, you get taxed for the house you supposedly own, and then you have to pay more taxes on every dollar you spend. See, that's what the original Tea Party was about, taxes, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it was about Texas.
That's why the forefathers made Second Amendment to go against shit like that.
They did, but they never could have imagined what was going to happen later on. You wasn't gonna imagine that the niggas was shooting powder bullets and shit. The niggas couldn't imagine you having a fucking 100 rounds in your magazine.
Yeah. But my thing is, if you think about it as their mindset back then, if the government can have 100 magazines, then the people should have
Well, the
100 round drum.
I brought
People should have.
I brought up the North Hollywood shit because the cops had firearms. They just weren't the right firearm.
Mhm.
And it's almost like you can have a gun, but the difference is astounding. So you say militia up, but you think the military is gonna fuck around with you? You got your Glock 19. That shit's
And
not.
that's the point I'm making.
Yeah, it's not gonna kick it anyway.
That's the point I'm making. If the government decides to go ahead and go against the
Yeah.
people, we have nothing to match up against
yeah,
them.
you're not gonna match.
So
up.
what? We got a couple of
match
issues.
up against the government.
That's a lie. The American people.
That's not true, man.
It's more of us than the
Police
government.
warfare is different, bro.
When you seen that happen? In recent time, modern time.
I mean, so governments get overthrown
It's
all the
happening in
time.
Hong Kong.
Governments get overthrown all the
It
time.
happened in Haiti just recently, actually.
They killed the prime minister.
Barbecue?
Nah, but same thing. But
They rose up against it.
well, but yeah,
They never had a stable
That's fine, but they never had a stable.
Sapase Nabule.
But they didn't have the guns that the people couldn't have. You understand? The people had the same amount of guns, same type of guns they had, so it made it a fair fight, which it was more of them than the government, so they was able to easily take over. That's normally what happens. It's more of us than the government officials. And they was talking about the people in these militaries that's not going to go against their.
What's Haiti? Is that a third world country though?
Yes.
It is, but you didn't verify whether it's a third world country or not.
Well,
You said modern times.
you
It's
talking
modern
about
times.
you talking about our constitution.
I've been there.
Mhm.
Yes,
If
sir.
America got drones, nigga, you think if them niggas want to
Yeah.
shut y'all niggas down, they not about to send some shit?
But we have drones. So the nigga in Connecticut, he put a handgun on his drone.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he put the handgun on his drone, the government came to come get that nigga extra fast.
What you mean?
He modified the drone to carry a handgun and fire.
Mm-hmm.
And the government, as soon as he tried to establish, he's trying to create. He didn't have malicious intent really with what he was doing. He didn't.
But put a handgun on a drone.
But being
No malicious intent?
creative shouldn't land you in jail. You know what I'm saying? How is he supposed to know what he's doing? He's completely wrong. He's trying to create. Them niggas can't get him ASAP.
Wait,
Yes.
you don't think you should go to jail for that?
He didn't shoot anybody. He put it on there, and I think he.
So that's
Connecticut. Too,
that
I'm pretty
better
sure.
shows though that the people are resilient.
What?
We will come up with ways to go ahead and try to even fight.
But hold on. Drones, they've already been doing, like, there's drones that they send to kill people all the time.
100%,
Right?
but
For sure.
you also gotta understand say the government decided to say, no, fuck it, we're gonna take over. Our government says we're gonna control our people. It's gonna become martial law. It's gonna become where they're the tyrant, and they decide to come after the American people. They're gonna have a hard time with that because how many guns we have, and then their own military that they're gonna send out to be the troops to go ahead and go against us is gonna say, I'm an American citizen. Half of them are gonna be like, I'm an American citizen. I'm not gonna allow this. That then gives, now we turn into a militia that also turns us to having government information on how to combat. But
He said it's 18.
you'll also start to see that all these immigrants coming in are coming to our military.
They leaving though.
No,
Wait, what?
but
They
they coming to. So think about it like this. I just said what our American people that are in our militaries are going to say. Like, I'm an American person, but somebody from another country that sees this as an opportunity comes over and says, hey, I'm coming into that military. Fuck them citizens. I'm here for another shot. They're going to go then follow those orders versus a homebred American.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with that.
How can we protect ourselves against that if the Democrats keep letting all these fucking immigrants in? You sorry?
Oh, you Republican?
With it.
You Republican?
I've been Democrat damn near my whole life, and I finally just said,
Is that because you're black?
yeah,
Yeah.
I was Democrat because I was black, and they haven't done nothing for my community.
I don't think I arrested him.
We didn't get record. Nah, something happened to that nigga. Word of mother.
So he's straight.
I'll Google it. I'll check.
So-
I just checked that.
The reason it's not just, I'm more about, Republicans have that scenario of where pull yourself up by your bootstraps and go get it. I'm more about that than I am about government assistance. I don't need the government in everything I do. It's too much control over the people.
We gonna need your blood type if you get these food stamps now. Need your fingerprints. What if to have a gun you have to give up samples of yourself? You with that? So what are you gonna do when they?
Wait, why you not with that? Why you not with that?
I'm not giving up my DNA. It would be in the system if I don't have to.
You ain't never 23andMe? Pause.
Actually, my shit's in the system, but yeah.
Oh, so it's like okay.
But I'm not. If I have a choice, I'm not gonna help any more than I have to. You know what I mean?
I see.
Okay.
I'm not with that.
So you're not with more regulations. So you want everybody to have a gun, but you don't want more regulations.
I'm okay with regulations that are fair. I'm not okay with regulations that only benefit the
Well, having you in
government.
the database, knowing that you could potentially be a shooter one day, isn't.
I'm not against it, even though they're not supposed to have it. A database saying who has what guns.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be able to use that database, but I'm not completely against it because of the realm that we're in. But I'm also not okay with them knowing every single fucking thing I do.
They know it.
Being in America can have a gun. You are allowed to, but they're just not seizing the
New
opportunity.
York stopped it for years. They just, because of somebody that Trump put in place, they finally came over and stopped that.
Well, I heard they just made it really
Damn better.
difficult.
No, they made it like damn near impossible.
Yeah.
Get a gun.
They made it damn near impossible
You
to get it
definitely wasn't
done.
about to carry that bitch on there.
Now they said that was unconstitutional what New York has done.
Which it was. You couldn't get a gun up there at all.
And
You
also,
get caught with it.
What I also don't like is
Is mad police?
yeah, go ahead.
Well,
I thought you was about to say it's mad police over there.
Nah, I was saying that.
Oh, immigrants?
So the cultures. Remember, I said the culture is different places in America. So, like Texas, the gun laws are like lax, but they have a different culture than New York. New York is just like an aggressive culture anyway.
Mhm.
To put guns in all of their hands and they're living in this
Yeah,
compacted
the
space.
enclosed space makes it an
That-
issue. There's 10,000 people in the building. There's got to be 10 murderers at least. I'm bugging.
To me, that's it's different. And then
I hate
I
New York.
I told him about the justice system is different as well. So like Texas is lax. Yeah, you can have the guns there.
Oh, they teach their kids how to fucking. You teach your kids how to break down a gun and shoot the guns.
Yes.
But you know when you the
This nigga's got
sentencing
adult kids, bro.
is
Don't count.
I got a 10-year-old.
It's like
Why this nigga got an adult
ridiculous
kid, man?
in
It's playing.
comparison to like the other states.
With New York, yeah.
Like no, I'm saying with Texas. Like if you get convicted for something like a shooting, some gun related shit, and I guess you're in the wrong or you don't follow whatever regulations or whatever laws they have there, the sentencing is like far worse than if you get caught in fucking Vermont or Massachusetts, whatever.
Texas is worse.
Texas is worse. The sentencing is worse. So yeah, you could have the guns here, but then if you get convicted, you're gonna damn near getting life. You know what I'm saying? You're getting life for some shit that you might have got 5 years for somewhere else. So
Go to Virginia fucking around.
so then it's like
That's just the house thing, man. It's what you're willing to deal with. Like,
You want to be alive. So good. If
Word, that's
if gun
exactly
violence
what I'm
is keeping
saying.
me alive, then yeah, I'm with that. But if I cannot even deal, then I'm not.
or like the sign in the fucking movie theater that say no guns. You see the sign,
when niggas
but
still
you go in there with your gun and you gotta use
people
it.
still
for them.
go. People
There's
go on
a
the
chance
malls
you
with
would-
their guns when they say no sign.
You'll never know.
How you gonna be
Good
the
guy.
how you gonna be the good
So
guy
you
with the
do
gun
it?
if you don't got
Huh?
a gun?
Have you done that?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
But what happens when you stop? Now you in the wrong. Now the gun thing is happening with you and the police, and not you and another person, and it gets extra wicked.
Yeah. That's why I don't do it.
Good job. Good guy.
Like, what?
Go in there with my gun.
Me neither.
Did you? You said you did.
I did it.
Well, you know, the other thing is, a mall security ain't about to stop me. Just
Stop you from doing what?
Shoot people.
walking around
Oh.
the mall, purchasing
Oh,
things.
I
I mean, they're not gonna stop me and think they're gonna search me. They don't want me in their property.
Oh no, I
I'll
just leave. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
leave.
I'll just leave.
I went to the Disney store and niggas tried to make me wear a mask. I said, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a fucking mask in the store.
Conspiracy theory. I know you got those.
What the hell about the North Pole and the South Pole? What's up?
That's what's
The
saying.
alien bases.
The alien bases, they're not holes. They're not, it's not a way inside of Earth.
Oh, it's inside Earth. I heard about that. I want to see where over the wall. We can't see over the wall.
But where are you gonna go? You're gonna go to Tartaria?
The
What wall?
You're gonna go to Tartaria?
From Game of
The
Thrones?
ice wall.
The ice wall?
Yeah,
It's really an ice wall, dog. Like that's not a thing.
I also heard there's dragons beyond the wall as well, just to be honest.
Yeah, I heard all that.
What do you mean?
in the Kraken.
An ice wall?
Yeah, the ice wall that's melting. That's the reason why our fucking shit is rising.
Like a
What's
Our
rising?
oceans are rising.
like an iceberg.
Yeah. So there's a wall like
This is what I'm talking about. That thing you just did is why I be like, this nigga.
Well, what's that? I didn't believe that.
It's
No,
like-
I'm like, you mean an iceberg? Because I don't think it's an ice
No,
wall.
it's
He said a wall. He's saying that it's separating us from the rest of the world.
But he don't believe that, so he couldn't admit that. So I'm like, maybe.
it's over now. It's over. We're on. What's up? You can tell us who won now. 'Cause
I won,
he
man.
nasty word. He nasty word.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, try to go behind the ice wall.
I'm trying to go get on this wall. I want
Elon gonna get us there. Elon and Trump gonna get us there. On God.
You believe that?
Nope.
You ever wonder how they had maps of the world from back in the day? And it said people didn't care about the whole world back then?
I can just play now. It's Snoop. Yo, it's always dragons on the maps too. Dragons not real.
I think dinosaurs were dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, what?
I think dinosaurs were dragons.
Did they have feathers and scales?
Dinosaurs?
Feathers.
I don't think
Yep.
dinosaurs.
Why whenever they show dinosaurs, the niggas is like roaring, but crocodiles just make a hum sound. Never mind. Never mind. I ain't never heard a crocodile roar.
Roar.
They don't roar, my nigga.
They don't. They let you vibrate water.
Cats and lions roar, stuff like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
We need to. It's not gonna work
So
out.
who you voted for?
I didn't vote.
Oh, interesting.
He don't, because he don't care about his rights clearly.
No, yeah, I voted.
Okay.
It's another right you're not practicing. I don't
No,
understand.
it's my right to not vote as well.
It's a human being, right? That's wrong. But you're talking about that. This is human right to do what you want.
So the right is the exercise to
You're-
vote or to
yeah.
not vote.
So you understand if you don't exercise your rights, you'll lose your rights against.
I'm exercising my right to not vote.
Okay. So why?
Well, both options that I had, they had deal breakers. They checked some deal breakers for me that I couldn't support either.
Well, what were they? You see Trump about to end that Israel stuff, right?
I don't believe that. And the ending, his way of ending it might be not.
Hey, but you gonna wipe him out? We'll keep it going.
Yeah, the genocide thing, supporting that is for me is it's a no. I can't. It's like kind of OD.
Who's that supporting that?
Both sides. Both sides support Israel.
Okay.
They believe in the right for Israel to defend themselves.
Well, that's because now you're talking policy. Israel is a what to America?
an ally.
Sorry, Daddy.
Exactly.
Pause.
So if your homie is wrong, you're gonna say in public they wrong, or you're gonna pull them to the side?
We
and say
talk about it in the car after we fucked up.
You know, I don't know, but you asked why I didn't vote. That was why I didn't vote.
No, I'm sorry. I was giving some basis.
Okay,
It's the only thing.
No. So I didn't like the pandering from a certain party. I felt like that was.
Niggas hurt my feelings.
Nasty word. What party though? Be specific.
I didn't like the Harris. I felt like.
What's her name?
Miss Harris, if you name
Her
her.
first name?
Carmella.
You get respectful.
It don't matter. It's history now. We ain't gonna talk about it no
That's a
more.
fact. She got
Kamala.
adorable.
We got cooked.
So yeah, he didn't like the pandering she was doing. I felt like it was kind of like.
Like Hillary Clinton-ish.
Whoa, nah, she
Hot
know-
sauce in the bag.
Well, Hillary Clinton tough though. She did do that where she pandered them, but she also
hot
killed
sauce in my
niggas.
bag.
Miss Harris not tough.
Yeah.
Hillary tough. So
No,
she,
Harris tough. She was trying to lock every black person up
she's
in
fake
Cali.
tough. This bitch is
I
killing
don't know
niggas. Miss
No, she was.
Miss
It's a
Clinton is
fact.
killing niggas. And
She was hitting motherfuckers in Cali heavy for weed charges and trying to keep them in jail forever.
I've heard that, but then I also heard that the numbers wasn't as high as it was.
It doesn't matter because Trump's here.
Oh,
He's freeing niggas. I heard he let niggas out. It's big business.
One of the things Trump just said, he's trying to get it to where we concealed carry license is like it's almost like a regular driver's license. You could travel between states. It should. Remember how I did bring this up where I feel like
But
each state is different.
yeah,
So like Connecticut is only reserved in like 6 states, but Florida is 44 states and Ohio is 22 states.
okay.
I don't feel like that's right. Okay, so my Connecticut license here is not good, but I could send something to Florida and they can send me back a license, and now I'm good in every state because I have a Florida state license. It should be blanketed across the nation.
They would probably need some extra information.
Yeah.
But you saying that, and then they're gonna be like, DNA, please. They're not gonna want the
They
signature.
already gave.
Yeah.
I already had to give up my fingerprint for my AR.
Yeah. They're gonna be like, DNA, please, a little blood.
So they made the short barrel rifle where the ATF made a short barrel rifle where you have to now register as a short barrel rifle versus being an other.
I got a question. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I had to give up my fingerprint just so I didn't lawfully be a felon because I had to register my firearm. And then because it had a
What?
no, not the bump stock, the the handicap thing that makes it a pistol.
The thing that the
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah, the arm that comes back. I forgot what it's called.
It's like a styler.
Brace.
Yeah, there you go.
Would that do like stabilize it?
So they call the
It looks.
They call it an other because it's supposed to be for handicapped people where if that brace has an opening at the bottom, you can put your arm through it and hold it one-handed to shoot. And they said people was using it as like a AR-15, so they said, okay, that's illegal now. But 5 years ago, they said it was cool. 4 years before that, they said it was cool. They kept going back, ATF keep going back and forth. So, now they're saying it's cool again.
It's all about taxes. That's what it is.
That's all it's about. That's why
What?
It's all about taxes. ATF is all about that. It's taxes, bro.
So
Alcohol,
I had
tobacco,
to,
on firearms is literally the taxation
I
of
had
these
to
items.
march to register my shit. So I had to register.
What you mean?
So I had to send fingerprints, pictures of my guns, of any of my
Were
others.
you in the pictures?
No, but
I wouldn't accept that.
no.
Alright.
And then it was free, but after that you got to pay $200 after that. But like, so say in Connecticut,
That's-
right, you want a silencer, you could buy a silencer.
You can't have it though.
Yes, you can.
You can buy it, but you can't have it.
You have to register.
You
And
got cans?
I didn't feel like paying $800 for a can
Damn, I might.
Can. What's that?
silencer. I'm thinking about it now, man. Since I had to register my AR, that's the only reason I didn't get my.
Why would you want a silencer?
Cause you don't want to wake the niggers up. Target practice.
So if you ever heard of supersonic blasting? Now, when you shoot a firearm, subsonic, yeah. So when you shoot an AR, that vibration will blow your eardrums out. With a silencer, you're able to shoot without a. So if you want to use your AR as home defense inside your walls and not go deaf, silencer on, and now makes it to where you can shoot it without.
It's mad cool too.
Yeah,
So
and it just looks cool.
It's cool as well.
Okay. So you keep guns more for like you're a collector?
Yes.
Okay.
Nah, I mean, I be naming them.
Like I got like right now, I got one that matches my outfit.
You got one that matches your outfit.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's called Hardened Red. False. That'll feel it.
You keep all your guns in the safe?
Yes.
All of them?
How are you with the so like with the mash
You got him in the bed. That nigga said,
with
all of
the,
them?
with the mash?
I got 3 safes, and my room has also got a lock on it.
So how accessible if somebody does like bust through you?
You have to get through my door, then you have to kick through my bedroom door because that's got a padlock or a combination lock. If you got to press buttons to get into
bedroom
it.
doors?
Yeah, my bedroom door. We make sure my kids can't get in my. And then I also have 3 safes in my bedroom.
So
Jesus Christ.
I have to.
Two of them.
Yeah.
2 of my safes are
Why do you have
biometrics, where you have to be fingerprinted to get in.
okay.
Same thing with the safe in my trunk of my.
So where are you staying with the school shootings? Like if
It's nasty.
but as
All
far
these
as
kids.
the
Teachers?
accountability
Their
for
niggas ain't buy it.
like the gun owners, like because a lot of the school shootings are done with registered guns. So like,
Most of them, right?
how do you feel?
Niggas ain't shooting up schools. It's niggas with mental health games they playing. It don't be criminals. Criminals ain't going to school. They ain't in school with kids. Right.
So like, let's say what happened with the Sandy Hook thing. That was terrible. That happened. That boy killed his mother to take that gun and then went down the street and decided to go.
And that's how it ended?
You ever drove through Sandy
He was
Hook?
asking. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
killed his
follow
mother. He killed his mother and to take the gun, the rifle, and go down the street and kill the kids.
And
I
that,
used to work over there. So
okay, I worked in that area too.
I used to.
I drove by. I used to.
You don't think it happened?
I worked in that area for
I just
years.
asked. I don't know.
So
I think
yeah,
whatever
I
they
mean,
said happened.
it's crazy what happened. But I don't think a gun owner thinks their child is going to kill them and take their gun.
What?
But no.
I
Wait.
assume everybody is like.
So, but I'm saying the accountability part though. You don't feel like
I don't feel like she's accountable. She got killed before anybody else got killed.
you got a safe, right? So if your kids kill you, could they?
Because you trust them, you love them.
They can't get in your safe because you took the proper measures, right?
Nah, if they kill that nigga, they can put his thumb on there. Dead, dumb, and live.
Yeah, they could.
Dead, dumb, and live, so it's the same. So
It's
They
crazy.
could though.
So, what I'm saying, but so you don't feel like the mother should be accountable.
she's dead. She's had the
dead.
ultimate accountability.
She was the first to die.
Last shoot, I think the father got charged too.
One of them Florida joints, the Florida one.
Yeah, when that others but I blame the government on that because the government knew he was a problem, and I blame the father on that because the father went and brought him a goddamn pistol. Brought him his first AR, so the father and the government was at fault for that.
Yeah, but that could even be you, where you're like, yo, I just want my kids to be safe.
Well,
Everybody
and,
should have
he brought his son a pistol after the FBI came to his house saying your son's online making threats.
So to be honest, I'm scared of the FBI. I might want my family to be armed too. Them niggas be acting crazy.
What the FBI do?
They do a lot of things.
Like what?
I don't know. Everything's above board. You know what I'm saying? They definitely have happened upon people's camps and violated, killed niggas' kids. It depends on where you
The
live.
FBI.
I mean,
For
the
sure.
government- the government killed Malcolm. Martin Luther King. Like, that they was part of that.
You believe it?
It's actually documented.
For sure.
It was sued, and they won the lawsuit saying that government fucking killed them.
Martin Luther King.
It was either him or Malcolm X, one or the other.
It was the Malcolm X one.
Yeah.
I think it was the Malcolm X.
Look at it.
We just did a whole 3-hour joint today. He was talking about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was right.
Yeah, but you think the Nation of Islam killed them, right?
Yeah. I'm still with that.
It's all government.
I just was taking in the knowledge.
The Nation of Islam is government too.
They all work together.
Okay.
If you know politics, you gotta work together. Whether you like each other or not, you're gonna have to work with each other.
I don't know about what the Nation of Islam is government.
What do you got? Militia?
The Nation of Islam?
Yeah.
Call them the Nation of Islam.
So
No, but what would you categorize them as?
Religious group?
Okay.
I don't.
You don't think that religious group, because of how much power they have, doesn't work with the government? Because that's what black people fail to fucking have is unity, which they do. So you think the government doesn't work with them, and then when the government don't want to work with them, they do things to get rid of them?
get your hands off my body.
I don't think the government. I don't even think the government fuck with them. To be honest.
No, the government don't fuck with them. They gotta respect them though.
Yeah.
Well, they have to.
So that means they have to deal with the government.
I don't consider the Nation of Islam government. Bro. I don't.
I'm not saying that they're government. I said they got to deal with the government. It's politics. No matter what, they can put 50 people in front of a building and in a blink of a damn eye. That's power.
What happened when you looked it up?
What? Brought it up.
I don't know. What we looking up?
I thought you just looked.
I looked up.
Wait.
Not with the drone. I looked up.
No, we were just talking about something when you started looking.
Oh no, it was pardon me. But the gun with the kid with the drone was like 18. He didn't get arrested.
Reuters.
So you made that up?
Yeah. So I didn't want to double back on Corey's. I mean, I'm gonna try to stop selling Corey's mental. So I just accepted his answer. But if I look, I'm pretty sure he went.
We didn't
he
get
got
it.
arrested.
He didn't get arrested.
We didn't get a consensus from Mike to wrap this.
He did. He said check one. I think.
No, Mike didn't say shit.
No, he didn't say it. All right.
He said, hold
Mike,
on.
give your
He said, "Shay, you're catching up." So that tells you lost.
No.
But
I-
who do you think had the better perspective on this?
my perspective was better.
Shays is a safer perspective, but it's not really his rationale.
She don't mean it.
What do you?
Yes.
So I'm having the hardest argument because he don't feel like that, but I get it.
Wait.
Think me,
Wait, hold on,
see
wait.
through your shit.
Well, that's what I was
Like,
Question.
He was playing that with that.
But this nigga's playing like
You think?
some.
You think
Yeah.
I feel like everybody should have a gun? I think that would be safer.
No, I keep forgetting the argument. So
I feel like that you think that should be able to carry your gun outside. I think it's more than just a gun inside the building.
You gotta say you playing devil's advocate. People might believe that you believe what
Corey.
you're saying.
I
You know
don't.
what? Let me
Let me ask you something.
Fuck. How could I ask you
Let
something?
me ask you something, Corey. You a gun owner, right?
Yes.
We all gun owners in this room.
No.
No.
I don't know about no guns.
Well, we're registered gun owners.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
I don't need that.
So you're a gun owner.
Correct.
How often do you carry?
Mainly just when I go out, actually.
Oh, he got arrested a different time. He did for child sex charges.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, he was 19.
Hold on. So when you go out,
This seat is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Shit might make you fall
when you
out.
just go out.
Correct.
So like,
I'm going on my wife. It's real stupid.
okay. So how long? Or I can't even say that.
Hey, Corey, you
Believe
can't
it,
fight. Do you go out with your gun all the time just in case somebody try to fight you?
I would.
Smart. Yeah. That's decent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not-
I can't even say what I want to say right now. So you feel like I'm just choosing to, like, you don't think I believe I should carry my gun every time I'm outside.
Correct.
But that's still
You're
not
still saying that you shouldn't even bring it up the house.
Well, the argument is just that should everybody have a gun, and I keep forgetting that, but I don't think everybody should have it.
So I don't. But so my thing is, you yourself, like I'm saying, you're aware that.
Yes, unfortunately, we do. Everybody has to deal with government policies. So unfortunately, we do.
You want to be no government.
Join a biker gang. Be 1%, you sure?
So
I think all policies anyway.
So you don't.
you think I? So let me ask you this: you think if I own a gun, you believe I would carry it every time I'm outside?
No.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't know what you would do.
Okay.
Between you and you.
You don't. Okay, so that's like kind of weird to me.
Only if I could wear like the Mike
It's-
Lowry shit.
So you
I don't know what you get. What you got?
You-
Dude is talking.
no, you're saying no. I'm saying because I'm trying to understand. You saying you don't know what I would do
Correct.
if I owned a gun.
Well, you would leave it in the house. That's what you said.
But that's my stance on the
Easy Vic.
on the that's my stance on the topic. But if I'm asking you if you knew that I owned a gun, which maybe you do or you don't know if I own a gun. You don't know. Cool.
You know, I'm not mad at Corey's response, to be honest.
So now if you do know that I know, or if you know that I do own one, you're saying I would I would carry
That's that nigga said.
I would carry it when I'm outside all the time.
I don't think you would. You got soft hands.
Sure.
What the fuck?
I don't get.
He wants to say, yo, you're such a people pleaser. He just wants to answer the way you want him to answer. You
No.
put him in the corner.
I'm trying to. I don't get. I don't get what. I don't know. You're saying like you don't know what I would do, or that would be like, all right. So like if we go to if we go somewhere like we go to McDonald's if we go to McDonald's, right, and then I order like a fucking I don't know a
McFlurry.
McFlurry.
Oh, yeah.
So then a week later, if I go, hey yo, if we go to McDonald's, when I order a McFlurry from McDonald's, then you go, oh, I don't know. You've experienced me at McDonald's order a McFlurry.
Right.
He's essentially asking you, does Shay walk around with a gun if he has one?
I don't know.
That's good, Corey. I respect that. That's the right answer. He's like, I don't know if niggas trying to be tricky, but I'm not
I
gonna be the one.
don't understand it because it's
I'm
like
not gonna sink this shit.
you, like, cause your stance is I'm just being devil's advocate. So you don't know what I would do. When I'm saying I don't understand how you wouldn't know that.
I don't know what you do with your gun that you made right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Man.
You stood up. Niggas can't bring you a cigarette and chicken, never, boy. Nigga, my boy Corey solid.
I don't know. That's like
You
weird
know what?
to me.
I don't know. You're asking it in a tricky way.
What's weird for you?
Woody,
To have the perspective of
do you know this nigga or not? And he just don't want to answer because he don't want to get in trouble.
So I'm ask.
to have the perspective that you wouldn't actually do this. This is just you're just playing devil's advocate.
Okay, can I walk you down on it?
When you see me do it.
Walk that nigga
So-
down, Billiam.
You from the inner city, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
So
middle
you
class.
being in the inner city, you'll say is more violent than suburbs, correct? Or rural?
Rural?
Depends on what school you go to.
I think more people is gonna be more crime.
Okay. So that means you would say it's your fair share of being in the city or fair share of crime.
Okay.
Have you ever had hand-to-hand combat before?
Yeah.
Have you ever been shot at before?
Yeah.
Did you report that?
Did I
Yeah.
report what?
Being shot at?
No.
So in those situations of being shot at, would you say that if you being in the inner city, seeing your fair share of combat and being shot at before, would you sit there and say if you're going to be in the inner city, you will still walk around with your gun? If you Or do you feel like you need your gun to walk around in the city when you've been shot at?
I don't feel like
I think I have more interactions with people who live. We all live in the same state, same city, or whatever, and that more so people haven't been shot at than have. So I think I kind of look at myself at the situation like maybe I put myself in those environments.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I wouldn't just walk around and carry guns in the inner city.
That's your mentality now. Well, what was your mentality 10 years ago?
I just said I think I put myself in those situations.
So 10 years ago, you put yourself in those situations when you was in your 20s, correct?
Yeah.
So that 20-year-old you from the inner city that put themselves in those situations, would you have been walking around carrying a pistol?
You said 20-year-old what?
20-year-old you, 20s-year-old you,
Okay.
with that mindset, would you have been walking around with a pistol because of the situation of being in the inner city and being in bad environments?
Just to be walking? No. No. I
the question you're asking tactically doesn't suit 20-year-old niggas either, because it's like you're walking around with a gun, you probably just bring your gun out to shoot niggas.
yeah. Like if I had issue, if I had something to do with it, then I'm not just.
Oh,
So
so
I mean, circumstances.
That's to me. I feel like that's why a lot of niggas just go to jail just having shit.
yeah, you
just
got caught. You got caught with it.
humbug shit.
Yo, I got a gun. I got
20-year-old you had a different perspective than now. 20-year-old you would have been carrying a gun in certain situations.
Because you rather get caught with it than without it.
No. So I just said that I would have it when I'm going to use it. I wasn't the type to just have it just to have it. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. But so in certain situations, you would have had a gun. Now you don't feel like you'll be in those situations. So now your perspective is you wouldn't have a gun.
I feel like no, so my perspective is not because I feel like I'm not gonna be in those situations now. I just
Oh, really?
so I just wouldn't I feel like it kind of brings that energy. It brings the energy. So yeah,
I don't feel like I'll be in those situations at all, but I still hold my gun on. But you feel like you will be in those situations. That's what you just said, right?
no, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I maybe. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I feel like just
Maybe I heard that wrong. My bad.
having a gun will like kind of
Brings that energy.
It-
But you didn't feel that way in your 20s.
in the 20s. I don't think I was thinking like that. No.
Nah. Yeah, no, it's not different. You was a grown man.
Yeah. You think
You had to go through shit to learn. That's all. You
You said
still a grown man though. Law wise.
what? I
So
just
my thing is this: you feel now like, oh, nobody should need a gun outside, but you've been shot at enough to know that you should have had a gun in those situations. Correct me if I'm wrong.
no. I actually not.
you get no,
Yeah,
You've just been me shooting too.
Yeah,
In those situations, do you feel like you've been able to protect yourself better if you had a gun?
He made it out. He's protected.
I.
Yeah. It'd have been worse if he had a gun. He
You protect.
nigga might have been in jail.
So,
I'm gonna say it's just to me it's adding a negative to an equation.
not asking about negative. I'm asking your safety.
Like
I don't care who was morally wrong. I'm just more about your
no,
safety.
so like you could have a gun and try to shoot back and then get shot in the head. Now where do we go? Where
You
we
could have
go?
ran down the street and got shot in the head. Luckily,
Yeah, but in your equation, you're trying to make it seem like just adding a gun is gonna be a plus.
no, I'm not
Defensively.
saying in my equation that it's going to add a plus. And what I'm saying is the person that you are now is completely different who you was 10 years ago. And your sight on it is bullshit as far as, oh, I won't bring my gun outside, knowing damn well you've been in the inner city enough times and been shot at that you said that you know a gun is more likely to protect you than
I don't think a gun makes you safe.
A gun doesn't protect you.
It doesn't make you safe. I don't agree with that. I don't agree
You
with
can
that.
stop somebody with it, but it's not a
A
advanced.
gun-
It doesn't protect you literally. You protect
no,
yourself.
it just makes the odds even.
But your awareness is
Oh,
what's
what?
protecting you. If you know not to
I
be
don't-
here, you don't
It
even
makes
get
your
involved
odds.
in
It
it.
makes your odds. You wonder. Your awareness is everything.
Yeah, the
See, that's the
awareness-
conversation we didn't have. Awareness and how I look at a threat and everything else is what makes me a responsible person. My threat assessment and awareness of my surroundings. That's what makes a person whether they're going to be safe or not, and they will protect their family. Having a gun isn't going to protect you, but having a gun is a way to make things easy.
Yeah. It's a hammer, but again, with the hammer, everything
How you use it,
everything be looking like a nail.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it makes it safer. I think it multiplies the chances of somebody dying.
Really? Because I have my multiple kids. I haven't had a gun on me every day almost for the last 3 years, more than not, and I haven't gotten a situation but one time where I might have had to use my weapon.
That's good.
Yeah,
So I don't think it multiplies anything. When I was walking around without a gun, I got more times people drawed on me or shot at me than not.
You had your firearm?
Nope.
But
That's the reason I carry one now. But I decided to wait till I was in my 30s before I decided to get a gun because I knew I was a hotheaded in my 20s.
So you're not hot-headed no more.
Now I'm a lot calm.
Okay.
it's your opinion.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Not just my opinion. My family said the same thing. They was around me.
What do dogs think?
So, but ultimately though,
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, bro, this nigga's I'm not sure. I can't speak to dogs.
Yeah.
This nigga Mike never gave it to her.
Mike just disappeared. Like the fuck. I beat him.
no, you didn't, bro.
It's more.
Yo, I don't understand. To me, it's like
Nobody
simple.
can win. I just
It's
don't think
simple.
nobody wins. It's up to
No,
anything.
man, it's not-
It's a safer room if there's no guns here. We put a gun in here. Now the room is
There- but
more.
there's a- well,
The
yeah,
gun
now
is
there's-
here. So what's happened? What? Anything happened in the last 3 hours?
No,
No,
The
but
gun is here though, right?
in a room with no gun, nobody gets shot. The only way somebody gets shot is if there's a gun.
Yeah.
That's it.
But it doesn't mean violence still won't happen.
The problem is you just can't have
But now-
everybody.
But now you're trying to arm more people. You
Yeah.
like you feel like more people
I'll
with guns
feel safer.
is safer.
I feel safer.
To me, that doesn't. I don't.
Because everybody isn't a bad guy. It's more good people than bad people.
No, it's not. Man,
It's more people walking around
You
out
said
here.
that-
It's more people walking around out here scared to do physical violence than it is than so more.
You're only scared to do physical violence because the option is maybe the other person is physically capable of handling that.
Or they're scared to go to jail and can't
But
handle it.
motherfuckers be creeps when the opportunity presents
You
itself.
said
It's like
Sneaky
every-
way? Sure, 100%.
You said yourself it's human nature to take advantage of people.
Yeah,
Yes, 100%.
But now you kind of contradicting that.
No,
Like,
not
we
you
gotta
can't take
protect the
advantage of me.
kids,
We
man.
both got pistols.
No, you saying that it's more good people than bad people.
Oh yeah, it's still more good people, but a good person is still gonna take advantage of somebody if they can.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
see,
so that-
it's being good doesn't mean that you do everything proper. Being good is
good.
like, hey, look, on a day to day, on the average, I ain't doing no fucked up shit.
Yo, I don't kill anybody,
What?
but if they run in this movie theater, I'm gonna respond and shoot civilians in him. My bad. I'm still
My
good.
bad.
So if you cool 364 days and on the 365th day you rape somebody,
That's an extreme.
Wow.
now I'm saying because if you
It's a fucked up.
if you-
The nigga who uses the word eradicated in basic statements said rape is that's too bad.
That's too far.
so I'm trying to understand. You're like, well, if you know your day to day, you do more good. If you do a bad thing, that I don't.
You did some bad shit. You're a bad person. You got to deal with the consequences of that.
Yeah, but
so
does that
you
does
got
that make that person
the
feel good though?
consequences. You might have changed after that. People get second chances. They got to deal with their consequences though. Doesn't mean you're a bad person for the rest of your life because you did one bad thing. People do bad thing every fucking day. They pay the consequences. That's the portion of prison, right?
Well, you said it's more good people.
It's supposedly.
You said it's more good people though than bad people.
I think so.
He don't believe that. Nigga, I own them guns some more. It's more good people.
Why you need your gun? If you want?
Let's go.
Because that one bad
Change your
person
mind
can
that
do a lot of damage, and I need to be able to handle that
That don't
situation.
seem selfish a little bit.
What? Why you figure?
If it's more, so it's more likely than not that you come across good people.
Yeah.
But now you want to endanger everybody you around in case you personally run into this uncommon person.
Because my life means the most. Yes.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. You could be selfish about your life.
Cool.
And you can be selfish about your family life.
cool. But now you want everybody to move on the same accord, armed,
Protect you
armed.
and your family. Yeah.
and that's safer.
Yeah. Because the fact of the matter is, I ain't going to do no knee-jerk shit. You don't do no knee-jerk shit. And everybody got guns. I ain't about to be wilding out.
I don't know. To me, that's simple. It's simple as not say, like I get that that's your opinion on it.
You know
should-
what? Here, let me best sum it up. Person, I would rather everybody
I
have
can't
a
believe
gun.
that shit look okay.
No, listen. Nah, shit.
The
I mean,
picture.
check.
This one, Corey.
That,
I know you lost.
yeah, I don't know what the
I know it's the picture of Shaq.
Oh yeah, the original.
Yeah. So this is
the rich homie.
these are the two spectrums for me, right? Let me.
Muffle gas.
You have, if everybody had a gun, yes. Can it be dangerous? Can something happen? Sure. But what's more dangerous is to me is 90% of people not having guns, or 70% of people not having guns, and not one person having a gun able to control the world. That's more dangerous to me because that person holds all the power because he has the gun.
Yeah. But if everybody feels like they're in power now, because everybody has a gun,
You're gonna have casualties in the beginning.
This nigga.
I'm saying you don't see the conflict in that.
No, because everybody's gonna be empowered until people are humble.
Some people will be exterminated, but in that lesson they'll learn.
When the people that have the complex issues that don't know how
I know I
to
can.
abide to the new society,
The new society, the one because you killed off the weak ones.
no, I call it off the more the eradicated, more the irate ones.
This nigga's almost radicalized. I'm just gonna let niggas know. He close to it. Ain't he working the post office? I mean,
It's not even
What's the origin of going postal? Where does that come from?
niggas shooting up post office.
Yeah.
Shooting up post office?
Yeah.
Back in the day, they was able to smoke and have their pistol at work.
So I don't even know nothing about
In
that.
the building.
I just remember being a kid and it seemed like the post office was getting shot up. Not as much as the schools get shot up now, but it got shot up enough.
Why would the post office get shut
I don't know. The niggas are stressing. Some jobs are hard.
Bad work behavior. Toxic work environment.
Nigga, jobs is hard sometimes.
Yeah, the post office could be it could be real.
Niggas shoot up grocery stores and stuff too, but it's more likely the post office, I think. Niggas is
Well, not anymore. Not anymore.
Let me ask you something. Why people be getting so offensive when it comes to politics, like voting?
Because people think their
Niggas don't wanna
views
be
are
Nobody want to be wrong.
yeah, they think their views supersede other views.
Yeah, that's
So
how
everybody's perspective thinks their perspective. So one's perspective, the average person's perspective, thinks they're more important than the other because they can't separate themselves from their perspective and look at everyone's.
Corey, you put your bicycle behind my car.
Bicycle. No, you good.
I'm gonna get on that and take a picture. Pause.
Oh, you should.
That'd be my shit.
Yeah. Or stand in the boxing ring.
So where you was going with those questions?
I don't know. It was just kind of weird because I kind of had like a little run-in with somebody being offended by me not voting.
That doesn't matter. Shay's going gun shopping tomorrow, and I'm gonna take him to the gun store, and we gonna see. we're gonna
My
see-
thing is this.
We gonna see what fits his eye.
We not against guns.
So this is where I'm at with the voting thing, real quick.
Yeah.
So I don't care if you don't vote, but don't have an opinion either
Pussy.
About what?
about what the next president does at all, because you didn't vote. So you
Um,
didn't care who took
Here's the
it.
question. So if I don't vote because I don't support either, right?
Worry about next election.
Well, it would be a fool's task to go vote for some shit you don't believe in. That's even worse.
Yeah.
Why would you want him? Well, what if he's voting Carmella?
So that's my point. That stand on what you believe in, but don't have an opinion either.
What do you mean?
So you couldn't pick between the two evils.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what we had.
But
So
if
when one of those evils take office and then does things you don't like that doesn't benefit you, you didn't give your voice and opinion when it was time to the person that you should have.
But it wasn't voice or the opinion. What if nobody voted?
what?
That'd be great.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But it's like
Then I think
it's
that
gotta
was
start
great.
somewhere. I mean, if you're voting for niggas you don't believe in, that's
Question. If I'm saying I don't like this person because of this, I don't like neither because of this.
Mhm.
And then when they come in power, I still say I don't like them because of this.
Your main points of why you don't like somebody is about the business of another country, not you and your fucking.
No, it's not.
You just said because of that Israel thing was one of your main reasons.
That's a deal
that you
breaker.
backed up. That's a deal breaker for you.
But that, yeah, for
And
me.
it's not a deal breaker for me because I need to know what's going on in my.
But you said for another country, right?
Yeah, you worried about them and that country and the people that came over here. I understand it.
I'm saying, but you don't think that, so it affects Americans though, because you're paying for it.
Yeah, we're paying for prison too, though.
But
you talking about the actual point he's making.
which one is stronger?
God damn.
You want
Set. Like that.
it affects Americans 100%.
Lawyer
But
It's crazy. Good.
so does the Ukraine war and the Russia war. That affects Americans as well.
But
But
stay on
so
topic.
it's a
Stay on topic.
no, I'm saying you were talking about war and that affects our economy. But the fact of the matter is, I look at each candidate and which one is going to stop the war. One was already in place when the war started and didn't do shit to stop it. Now the next one, yes, they support Israel, but it doesn't mean that they're gonna let the war keep going. So let's see what the fuck he does. Because while he was president, did we have any fucking war going on? He already had made Russia stop their bullshit with us, China stop their bullshit with us, and made North Korea stop their bullshit with us. When he left presidency, that's when all these people came after us, and all these other issues stopped. Since he's even now, even as being elected, they're already talking about ceasefires. It is what it is. We wasn't seeing that before that.
Biden was saying it.
Saying it versus happening is two
You
different
don't know
things.
what he's saying.
But that's what
Biden
that's
was
what you
reading
just
the
said though. You
teleprompter.
said they talking about ceasefire. They was talking about ceasefire when Biden was there.
Yeah, they were talking about it with Biden, but Biden was also letting that shit rock. We're
Yeah.
gonna see what the next one does.
So
But either the two, I feel like Trump was a better opinion. I don't like either party.
to your point though about the Ukraine thing, so there's a big difference between us funding Ukraine, like whatever, and funding Israel because we recurringly fund Israel like annually. Ukraine is just getting funded specifically for this war. Whether or not Israel's in war or not, they're getting billions of dollars every year from America.
Mhm.
So that's a different thing.
So, did you vote before this president?
I voted for
Obama.
Right? And he so you voted for a man that funded Israel back then too.
Yeah. Big drone killer.
So what's the difference between then and now?
I'm aware.
So then you're the problem
Yeah.
because you wasn't aware when you should have been aware.
So now
You
I'm
don't
aware.
even know.
So now I'm aware and I'm addressing it. So I don't,
You are addressing it 100%.
but now you're telling me to vote for it even though I'm aware. So if you're ignorant to something,
So understandable,
okay.
but that's just that. Okay, that's something that you can't stop. Us as a people have to stop.
Okay.
All right. So that's one thing. The Israel and us funding them, that's one thing. That's not a deal breaker for most people because we still need a president to go ahead and say, hey, help this community, help this community, help this part of the state. I need somebody that's going to be more focused on America than the other countries. Are we going to fund other allies? Sure, they are allies, so we're going to fund them. Unfortunately, they are one of our allies.
Okay.
But I still want to know about our community.
So for me, right, why I kind of personalized the Israel thing is because once I actually looked into it, and then you start seeing the Gaza situation, it's literally like segregation. It's Jim Crow.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
100%.
It's the same shit that we went through. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing that happened in Afghanistan
And
and Iraq.
well, it's not the same thing because it's not.
They had a community. They had a civilization that was thriving, and we went over there and destroyed it and erupted that whole thing all for oil.
So
There wasn't no dictatorship that just happened. That wasn't segregation. That wasn't That wasn't fucking up the whole.
So I don't think you understand what's going on in Gaza, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? So like the Gaza situation is different because it's literally people being occupied by people that don't look like them.
Mhm.
So you know how like in Jim Crow they had water fountains like black water fountains. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't drink at the same water fountain.
Yeah.
Over there they separate the water. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna give this dirty water to the Gazans.
Mhm.
We're gonna control their power. We're gonna control the food. We're gonna control anything that goes. They literally have them niggas in an open air prison.
Yeah.
And it's been like that since 1960 something.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's 2024, and to me, to like once you look into it, it's a book called The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Yep.
The nigga, he literally started writing a book about reparations for Americans, Black Americans, But then he went over there and visited Gaza and was like, yo, this shit is great. This is literally the same shit that black people is going through. And then there's a population of Africans in Gaza. It's not just Arabs. It's descendants from Nigeria, all that during that Arab slave trade. They still live there in Gaza. So it's a community of Africans. So it's not just like Arab people. It's black people there too.
Mhm.
So
Niggas said A-Rad.
no, it's black people there too. So I don't think that the average black American is even aware of I could literally go on for like, cause just, I don't know, like even they do something called mowing, they call it mowing the lawn or some shit,
Mhm.
where the population, 50% of the population is under 18 years old.
Mhm.
It's 2.7 million people living there. Half of them is kids. And why, let me ask you, why you think the population is like that?
I have no idea. Answer.
So, well, when niggas reach a certain age, Israel literally just comes over there and starts this vibe. Like they call it mowing the lawn. They just kill
Wipe
niggas
them
in
out.
mass.
Yeah,
Kill niggas in mass.
Keep the
So-
population down, and so they can't uprising.
How
But
do they choose?
but
It doesn't matter.
but
It doesn't matter.
they you know they put it out in the actual media like, well, Hamas was elected. This is what the people wanted. Hamas was elected in like 2008 or some shit. Half of the people didn't even vote. You know what I'm saying? Half of the people
I
who
get it.
didn't vote this.
I love the fact that you know all that information. So how does that affect you?
Well, so when you actually go through, or when you kind of have a struggle, and then you see somebody else experiencing the same thing that you have,
Mhm.
I think there's like some type of connection that you or.
I can see that. Well, I can see that because shit, what's gonna happen once they done with their ass?
My question is,
They
who
gonna
came
know
to save us?
That's
Who came to save us when we went through it?
Nobody. We
no, it wasn't. No. America didn't fight England, buddy. So that's not
What do
like
you mean?
the
I believe. I'm sorry.
the French helped them, correct?
Yeah.
The French came and helped them. Haitians, they wasn't just a American thing. No, people helped them.
Mhm.
You know, like you. So you know,
Who
like
stopped slavery? That's the point I'm getting to.
what?
Who stopped slavery? Like who came and stopped? So what you're saying sounds just like what we went through as a black community in slavery in America.
Yeah.
Who stopped? Who came to help the
Nah,
black community?
slavery was them making us work. Them niggas ain't making nobody work. They're just killing.
Slavery was not just making us
No,
work.
no, no, no.
Buck breaking us. They was
Yeah,
fucking.
They were, but the job was to. We want them to do this for us.
And, you know,
Them niggas is not asking for nothing. They're just killing them. I'm gonna hold you.
but
They're
my
not
point
asking
is
for
this.
nothing at all.
I understand that, but nobody came to save us, and we're still going.
Why are you saying
Hold
that?
on, let me finish. Nobody came to save us, and we're still going through it as a black community. We need to focus on us before we can help anyone.
I got a question for you. You think?
I can relate all I
You know
want.
what I'm saying? You think black people, if only black people was upset about slavery, that it would be no slavery
No.
in the government? Why?
No.
There had to be some
We
white
needed
people.
some white people to help out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you it's not like you have to bring awareness to the topic, and people need to.
And then it wasn't awareness to other countries weren't coming over to sit there and say, "Hey, you guys need to stop that." It was within our country. You, not last year.
All right, guys.
It was our country that had to step in.
I gotta go home
To
and
help
help
up.
No, I just told you the French help.
Is it trash candy?
Protect
The French did not help the
All right.
stop slavery.
Look it up.
All right.
No, I said they stopped the independence or from England.
Yeah.
French helped the United States.
I'm not
become-
talking about the United States. I'm talking about just as a black community of slavery. United States, the French helped the United States become a country.
Hey, why you got the smallest vehicle, but it's always on the way? It's not even like that.
Yeah, get that shit out the way. So the black people needed a white American citizens to help us, and then they had to get into a war where black people had to help in order for us to kind of start getting our freedom. It was a civil war. That's the reason why we started. They said, "All right, it's too many of them motherfuckers. Use them niggas."
Wait. Say that again.
French didn't come over and help us be free.
from.
Our own government. We.
No, they didn't. They sent. They did. They did.
What did they do?
They sent the Haitians over because they colonialized Haiti.
Yeah.
They sent the
During when? The Civil War?
no during what was it? Don't quote me on the year. Don't quote me on the year.
Was it before the Civil War or after?
This before it was before the Civil War.
It was before the Civil War. Okay, was Black Americans free after that?
Black Americans weren't really free after the Civil War.
Okay, so that's my point I'm getting to. The French came over before the Civil War, and we were still slaves after the Civil War.
Okay.
So what the fuck did they help Black Americans with?
I don't. So wait, you're saying that people
We were still under oppression, even after the
Okay,
Civil
cool.
War. That was supposed to be for freeing the slaves, even though it was about taxes and labor.
yeah, that was the war wasn't.
But
about
it wasn't
first nation.
it wasn't until the Civil War where the thought of freedom for slaves or even even something to start going with. The French was sent before the Civil War, you just said.
Yeah.
So the French had nothing to do with us being free. The French had something to do with America being free. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about America. I'm talking about us because those people that you were talking about over there in, what was it, Gaza?
Yeah.
They're being enslaved similar to how we were being
Not
enslaved.
enslaved.
So
You know,
they
occupied.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're being oppressed.
Yeah.
Us as a black community need to be worried about us because we're just coming 65 years out,
I think
100
I
years
think-
out of segregation.
so. I think that's what's the nigga Nelson Mandela?
Mhm.
So one of his things he said was once like because he spoke on like the apartheid in Africa and all that shit, right?
Mhm.
He said that you can't. He said once like those people became free, he felt like it was his duty to go around the world and free these other slaves, like whoever,
Mhm.
any enslaved. That was his thing,
Okay.
right? Because you can't expect like when Nate said, like if you're gonna be like, oh well, fuck it, that ain't me. Like if somebody being racist to if a white person being racist to a Spanish person, who you think gonna be next if you in the room? When the Spanish person is out the room now, he gonna be racist. He gonna be racist to the black person next. You know what I'm saying? So for you, if you see it, I don't understand to be like, oh well, I'm kind of gonna just let it rock out. I can't. Me personally, I can't.
Because he couldn't. So the person that who was it? Garvey, right? You said who?
Mandela.
Mandela. In order for him to even help,
Yeah.
in order for him to help people, he had to get financially suitable in order to do that. Correct?
Okay.
So how the hell can I sit there and help somebody if I'm already oppressed and struggling still? Yeah.
So for me, with the voting thing, I would look at it like this. So let's say if both candidates, let's say they both were running and they were both supporting Jim Crow laws. Yeah, they may have other policies that benefit you, but I'm looking at any white person who votes for them, whether it's for something that benefits them. I'm looking like, oh yeah, nah, I can't fuck with you because ultimately they support Jim Crow.
Okay, that's great. But
That's to me, I look at it the same thing.
I understand that. But you're now allowing any party to get in. I'm still so I'm a minute thing in this, right? These are the white people, they hold this much power. We as a black hold this much power.
Okay.
So we have these two people. And this person, even though he supports the racism, and so does the other one, this one just helps us out and get a little sort from us from this big to just maybe this big.
So
I'm gonna go with the evil that I fucking know. And you're gonna deal with the racism and the shit that you don't like regardless whether you vote or not.
and
I'm
that's,
gonna at least try to put the person in power that helps me benefit my people just a little bit.
so I'm saying this,
Somebody
and
get in there.
that's your right, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So now when I'm saying I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
not helping your people at all.
So So now, but that's your opinion.
Not my opinion. It's a fact.
No, it's your opinion.
You're not helping your people at all because if you're not gonna so say this party, all right, they're both racist, but this party is gonna help the black community more than this party is gonna help the black community, and you don't vote for the motherfucker because he supports racism too.
Cool, Corey. Let me ask you something.
At least like he
didn't help.
exercising his right, which that is his
Yeah,
right.
this is right. He don't
But
get
in
it.
his defense, he was.
Listen, let me ask you something, Corey. So
I
one
get that shit right.
What-
It's not helping your people.
one candidate killed your son, the other candidate killed your daughter. Who are you voting for?
Damn. Well, no, nobody. Come on, that's ridiculous.
No, it's the logic is what I'm trying to get to.
And I'm not getting my get back.
The logic. But the logic that I'm saying is if somebody, because I'm assuming both of those are deal breakers for you. Whatever your deal breakers are yours. I'm not gonna judge your deal breakers. The guys is a deal breaker for me.
So that's my problem.
Wait, let me finish. Let me
But
finish.
your
Wait. I wanna finish my point. So it's my deal breaker. Whatever my life experience that I went through, this is what I come to. This is my deal breaker. I don't know your experiences, so what I gave you was obvious shit. Killed your son, killed your daughter. I'm assuming those are deal breakers.
That's the personal effect of yours, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
So versus a effect of something happening all the way across seas that doesn't personally affect you.
Once again,
Yeah, but you can't
That-
tell him how to feel.
once
You're
again.
telling him to think logically,
So now what I'm saying is
thinking with his emotions.
those are deal breakers, right? So at that point, are you gonna say, well, this person killed my son, but they do have better tax breaks for me, and I'm making this amount this year, and I should vote for this person when you could exercise your right to not support either.
Yeah, that,
That's
you
cool.
can do that.
That's cool.
So-
It's understandable, but you're thinking with your emotions versus thinking logically. You're putting him in a situation where it personally affects him, versus something that's happening that's personally not affecting you, but you're.
Well, you feel like that.
Oh, all right. It's
Like you
It's, all right, so let me say,
Like, I know
it's not
people who-
physically affecting him; it's mentally affecting him.
well, physically.
Your child or daughter dying mentally and physically affected you because this was somebody took it out of your home that you're visually able to see every day. That's a physical effect versus for emotional effect. I understand when you say "fuck that," I'm not voting shit versus something I feel bad for what's happening, but I need to focus on what's personally and physically going to affect me here.
The keyword that
He's entitled to it.
that you're using is feel.
And it's his decision.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, 100%. No, I'm not taking away your personal feeling, how you feel. And your personal. I'm not taking away your right. I understand your right. That is 100%. And I agree. You don't want to vote. That's perfectly
We
fine.
passed that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
But your feelings is more in effect than what's going on. That's physically going.
I'm speaking on the fact when you say, this is the part that I want to speak on. When you say, well, you're not helping yourself or helping your people by not voting. We're past the part where it's my right to vote. We get that.
Yeah.
So, let's speak on the part when you say you're not helping your people. To me, that's your opinion. Can you speak on? Because you said that's a fact when I said that's your opinion.
Okay. We could put our people are split down the middle, split who we voting for anyway. But let's say they put
What do you mean?
Kamala, meaning
Like
who they
Trump?
wanted to,
All
yeah.
right.
They split who they want to be. They mostly vote. The black people mostly voted for Kamala. So let's say we put Kamala into place, and she helped the black community,
Okay.
but that was off our votes, right? If we didn't vote for her and we put Trump into the community, and we got Trump now in the community, the black people didn't vote for Trump. Trump is only going to help let's say they only help white people. And let's say, so your vote could have mattered. Now that it personally affects your community because we wanted Kamala into place, and as I say Kamala would have helped us, you decided, oh, I'm not going to vote because of what's happening in another country because of how that mentally affects you versus what's happening here where this person could have helped us and the black community all went, for the majority, went with this person saying that they could help you.
Well, I
Now
know.
you did your community by not helping get that person into place.
Let's be realistic. The vote really don't. Like his vote or your vote.
The electronic vote,
It really don't matter. Like I don't know if this is like a personal thing. Like he didn't vote, so he can't make a real decision. His vote really did.
Especially
fucking vote.
in Connecticut for sure.
You get that again though.
For sure.
But all in all, it's still a right that your ancestors fought for.
That he had.
No. They didn't fight
They fought.
they fought for the right to vote or to not vote. That it's not like they fought so everybody has to vote. No, we fought for the right to have the right that everybody else has to vote or to not vote. Your vote isn't just to your right isn't just to vote. It's to vote to exercise to vote or to not vote.
Well, I agree.
That's it.
I agree.
So I don't know that.
I think you utilize your right based off emotions versus facts.
Well,
Like a woman.
Yeah.
I think
I don't want to say that like a bitch.
So let me ask you this. So if I feel like everybody who voted in Connecticut, if you voted for Trump, that was just for your peace of mind.
It is what it is. I at least have the right to go ahead and.
But that could be like a bitch too though. Like just for your peace of mind. Like women
No,
tell themselves
Hey,
women
it's for my selfishness. I'm dumb. I'm selfish, nigga. I'm voting for what I think is best for what is gonna help me and my household.
but logically, Trump wasn't gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Connecticut.
Connecticut.
No, because we normally a blue state,
We've been a blue state since 1988.
and you a blue type of nigga, so I get why you're a Democratic ass nigga.
Well,
So I'm
this
surprised
is-
you didn't go with your Democratic.
It's the
people.
culture that niggas grew up in. You've been in Connecticut.
But you're
for-
aware now, like you said.
I'm aware of Gaza.
But you're not aware of Democrats. You're not aware of how they haven't helped us in years. You're not aware of what's going. See that you're aware of Gaza, but you're not aware of what the Democratic Party has done for the black community in what last 20 years.
I'm not advocating for it either, though.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to advocate that. See, and not voting is fine. Don't advocate shit. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
But if we're going to entertain this, then you should be if you're going to be aware of what's happening in another country, you should be aware of what's happening in your country.
I don't understand
Yeah.
the correlation.
Because the fact of the matter is, you should be a well-rounded person. You need what's happening in your country is more important than what's
Let me
happening
ask you
in
this.
another country.
So you saying that this is what you just said. I want to repeat it though. You said if you're aware of Gaza, you should be aware of the Democrat Party. Hold on.
Democrat
Oh,
and
wait, wait.
Republican, just the parties in general.
Hold on. So the Gaza thing isn't a political issue. So now to me, the way that I registered that information you just gave me was
You don't think it's a political issue, really?
Gaza.
Yeah, you got it.
So it for one, both Republican and Democrat support the Israel thing.
Mhm.
So it's not a political issue. To me it's a humanitarian issue.
Yeah, it's that and a political issue.
Well, I mean,
Because nobody's going to do anything about humanitarian issue, but if the right politics are into play, that's against the Israel thing. I bet you it stops.
but
Gaza thing, I bet you it stops.
so it's like I said, it's been going on since 1965. So at what point are we gonna say, well, maybe if the right politics get into play, that this might happen?
Well, the humanitarian thing hasn't been happening since 1990, whatever you said.
But so now the way it came across my table was through the humanitarian vibe.
Mhm.
That's how it came across my table.
No, I understand that.
So now, because I was brought to awareness from the humanitarian view,
You only see it as a
I don't look at it as a political, it wasn't in politics for me until I started searching for it in politics.
But it's both.
Politics could be you can put anything in politics.
That's why I said it's both. You have to understand.
But
both.
that wouldn't make it a political issue. Anything
it's
could be
a
political.
humanitarian and political issue. It's humanitarian first, 100%, because human
For
rights
sure.
are being violated.
For sure.
But it's also political because the only way to human rights is not going to be violated anymore by other countries coming to help. So we need the political views of not just America, but also over there.
So, but my original thing, what I was starting to say was, once I knew Gaza, I don't see the correlation with once you know about the Gaza issue, you need to understand the Democrat and the Republican Party and what they did through the years for black people. I don't see the correlation. That to me, that if you was to tell me, hey yo, you know the tax issue in 2020, and I go, well, if you know about the tax issue, then maybe you should know Nas's third album. The information doesn't even correlate. I don't understand like what you know what I'm saying? You're like, well, his album came out in 2020, you should know that. No, I don't see the correlation.
The correlation is that you should know what's going on in your country as a black person and what's going on over there if that affects you.
The correlation with Gaza and politics is my question.
We got
Like I don't see where you have to know one if you know the other.
because the politics is what's going to govern whether America's going to help them or not. So you should know the politics around it all. Should be well rounded, not just I'm only focused on this one subject. Because other things are going to run into the reason why they help Israel versus Gaza.
We had what 3?
Almost 239.
Alright.
You're welcome.
I'm listening. Corey, I feel like you ain't really talked this joint.
You trying to get to 3?
I'll be like, I feel like you ain't really get your shit off.
About what? About the
Anything. Talk. I ain't really hear from you this week, man. Tell me something nice.
And did he just say
the Browns got a bye, so I don't got to sit through that nonsense this week.
You said who?
The Browns.
They season pretty much over though, right?
I think the Cowboys kind of over too.
Yeah. But I said that we getting what's his name? Shadir.
It's too bad for Dak, man. You get injured and shit.
Well, the Cowboys is trash.
Who you game?
Eagles, but you see that? That's all part of it. Word on purpose.
How many people do you think buy Eagles hats?
Eagles fans.
Eagle fans. Yeah.
That's the reason they're made. So obviously a bunch of them.
Oh, word?
Make a profit.
Y'all got a good fan base?
Yeah, go past fucking the White Towns and just hit Jersey or New York or later. You'll saw that shit.
Driving by it. They got Order Stadium in there.
What, Philly?
Stay right there at the live casino, right next to
They
it.
got like the football stadium, the
Basketball and baseball. It's all right there. Should really come down someday.
Philly?
Yeah, I'll make sure you're alright.
Well, say
Don't
you-
wear that Dallas shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to no Philly game. I go to a Dallas game, not against Philly.
Come to a Philly game, just don't wear that Dallas shit and you good. I'll protect you.
It's over.
Which is good.
See, it's like a family when you go to Philly. Like, if you're a Phillies fan, like, they all fuck with you. And if you bring a Dallas fan, as long as you're respectful, you won't get stomped out.
I was respectful though. What that mean? What if Dallas speaking the shit out the
You
Eagles?
would be like, we respect that, just don't go crazy taunting niggas. Like, yeah, Dallas up, you know what I mean? We good with that. But then you had this 49ers nigga that when they whooping our ass,
Just getting the shit off.
he was getting this shit off too much to the point that we all came over there.
What that mean?
Spank that ass.
So y'all jumped him.
Yeah.
Cause he was clowning y'all niggas for whooping on y'all.
Yeah, so we was mad that we was getting whooped, so we had to whoop somebody.
Okay. A little childish, but you know.
We never said we was adults at this time. I just said come to the game. It feels like a family. It's very like very nice. We all stick together. It's the first time. I felt at home in Philly.
Yeah, no, I can't fuck with Eagles.
Can't fuck with Dallas. Bandwagon ass team.
Bandwagon?
Ass team.
Oh.
A lot of people just hop on them because of what they did in the 90s and their whole fan base about to die out. I don't understand the new fan base.
You can pick your team like that though.
I'm young.
You want to be with the winners.
They're not winners though.
How you get to the Browns? Cause they ain't never really been winners.
I respect them though. He's a hardcore Brown fan for
No, I'm saying-
even they be losing. I respect that shit because I got to the Eagles and they was in a losing franchise when I got to them. So I respect motherfuckers that go to a losing franchise.
You thought he was gonna do it up?
I did.
Yo, who?
Manziel, Johnny Manziel.
Oh, that was bad.
He was wilding in Texas age.
I got to the Eagles because of McNabb. I love McNabb. I became an Eagles fan, and then T.O. came, and T.O. was my favorite wide receiver ever. So I was just like, this is it.
Who was there? Who was outside?
Ron left.
Karan was here. I wanted to see little bro.
Josh still here?
Bumper car.
Dude, clean.
Yeah, he's still.
Oh, Josh.
Yeah, let's speak about that. 'Cause I wanted to get to that. So you gonna handle that?
Wait, yo, what?
On duty.
Fuck Corey. It's shit crazy.
But I'm saying, like, that's getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand in the fantasy chat.
It's
It
not.
is. It's like it's a lot of dick balls. It's a lot of dick being thrown
Yeah.
around. A lot of
wait.
pranks thrown.
Question. So, like, because you mature, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be mature when you see him.
At your house, yes. At your,
Look, I'm not that mature. I'm mature, but I ain't that mature.
yeah, at your.
So let me put it to you like this. I understand his feelings because I say whatever the fuck comes to my brain type of nigga.
Okay.
I really watch what I say in the group chat out of respect for everyone in the fantasy thing because they'll be ready to violate some niggas.
Okay.
Alright? I really watch what I say. I don't respond sometimes. Like when you see motherfuckers going and I don't respond, it's because it's like I don't want to say no wild shit. So I have a respect for people. So I don't, if I don't drop the, Frank on motherfuckers, I
Yeah.
don't expect nobody else to because I'm going to take it personally.
Yeah.
Nah, cause I'm good for saying suck my. Like, I'm good for saying that because I'll be wanting to fight. So I'll say that to you if you want to get to it. Like if you don't do nothing after I say that, you'll bitch in my eyes forever.
But there's like, I feel like it's a different level. It's like a nuance to this situation because now y'all talking to each other, but it's through the phone. So now it's certain stuff that you could say that you probably wouldn't.
That's
say.
why I say a conversation in person needs to happen.
That's what I'm asking. In person, you think you're gonna be mature? Yo.
And they just constantly playing with you all the time.
Well, okay. So let me ask you.
He be with me. He whooped your ass a couple times, so he could play with you like fuck Corey. I understand that.
Fantasy.
Yeah, I understand that, but dropping the Frank on you
Hold up. Clarify when you said he whooped his ass because.
in fantasy.
Okay,
In fantasy football, Josh, got that ass, pause. Like, but
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
dropping, like, I've talked mad shit to you because you know what I mean? But
That.
I don't go drop the Frank on you or say anything crazy. Like, I don't do anything to try to disrespect you, even though I think you trash at fantasy.
But
Cool.
But I'm never gonna go out my way and be like, yo, Corey, you gay, suck my. It's crazy. That's wild to me.
but
When they do that though,
if it's me personally,
I gotta talk to Shay first.
if it's me personally, I would.
As my handler, that's
Yep.
what one would say.
You don't feel like you said, a conversation does need to be had
It does.
because you don't want to play at this
Or
point.
not.
So that's the part where I want to speak to. So
I got boxing gloves.
you at a point where you kind of just like,
I'm over it. I'm done with it. I don't even play. I don't even talk to anyone. I don't even like. All right, I just see you when I see you.
but because you don't
I
like
understand.
how much grace you don't give him no grace. Like, all right,
He had it.
He dropped the Frank.
Not even that. I just I don't want to be associated with that nigga.
like
You can't say Tory Lanez without saying or Meg.
yeah.
It's just I don't want that. Like, come on. Now every time I see Corey's Josh, dog, I don't want that.
So
Are
like,
you back a nigga in the corner like, all right.
look, I don't have no problem with the fun and games or the joking and shit like that. Like that, if we're going, you know what I mean. But even when he did that, this is where it got fucked up at. All right, so even when he did drop the Frank on you and Shay stepped in, we cool by y'all, you pieced it up. You was ready. You was ready to let it go. You wasn't on no bullshit. You doubled down.
Oh, what you mean?
I'm not because I don't like it for nobody.
When you said
Because I be ready to tell like Beans or something that shit when he be going crazy on me. And I won't say it to Beans because that's my brother.
So wait, when you say he doubled down, what you mean?
When he basically, when you was like, hey, chill out with the dropping the Franks and shit, he still, I forgot exactly what he said, but he basically disrespected him again without saying it, but like saying it, like nigga, it's okay. Like soon as
I don't remember.
nothing, so soon as he dropped the Frank and nothing happened, it felt like it's okay to do it again.
Okay.
And so it got to the point where this year, or it might have been this year or last year, where he almost damn near doubled down on it. Like even after we, had the conversation, because like yo, every time I started getting irritated, you had a conversation with me, basically yo, chill out, da 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 da. I ever bring it back up? I ever get disrespectful? Anything like that? Nah, nothing. I always been like that. If I fucked up, I'm a man about my shit. My bad. I fucked up. I know I be bugging sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, but a nigga to play that's not like that, stop playing. Cause you're not like that. You're not like that. You're a little nigga.
How you?
Like, cause cause if I go ahead and get on a nigga ass, y'all gonna hold me accountable. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So that's what I'm trying to have a conversation with Corey with, because I'm like, yo, so when you see him, is you about the OG? Because now it's like,
No, so let me bring up this, cause Shay stopped me from whooping niggas, and one time he was just like, nah, just go ahead, man. Remember I was violating them niggas in high school and we was downtown and you was telling me chill out?
yeah,
And then he finally was like, nah, go ahead. So then I put my and fuck is you talking to, my nigga? Like, and really made an example out of shit.
I do remember that.
Yeah, so a nigga keep playing.
Yo, you got me out of character already. And it not even happened yet. I'm already out of character.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like this is what I said. I don't know if I said it to you. I might have said it to Nate. I said, yo, the thing where I'm trying to like diffuse it before it happened, because I already see Corey scheduled for the crash out.
Yeah.
You told me.
No, I see it myself, and it's like I don't want you to do that. Let me be clear, but I'm telling you I understand it. Like, I don't want you to crash out and handle a situation like we too old for this shit at this point. Like, you know what I mean?
That's why I'm like, yo.
So I respected the conversation we had with Nate. When Nate dropped the Frank shit, we had the conversation. He stood on what he had to stand on, but he still understood where we was coming from, and it didn't happen again.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
We can still be disrespectful, Nate, with the funny ass jokes and really riding that line. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But when I starting to feel like it's a targeted thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't play with me like that.
Yeah.
He don't play with you like that.
Yeah.
He don't play with Squirt like that. He like the smallest nigga here.
That's why I felt. So when you said double down, that's what I thought you was talking. Because me, probably like, okay, so you keep and specifically playing with just him.
Yeah.
To me, that was like a way I looked at it. Is like, maybe he's doubling down on it. But I think that could be handled with a, hey yo, come to the side. Let me holler at you. Hey yo, I don't want to play. I'm not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
And I think it should be that, because the only reason I give this space and why I say I don't want you to do it is because he's related to Nate, and out of respect for Nate, just like out of respect for you, I don't do certain things.
Yeah.
So because of that relation to Nate, niggas shouldn't handle it that way and should have a conversation, but shit do need to be checked.
Yeah, for sure. You know, that's why I was like, cause I see why you hot, and I understand it too.
You remember the year where Beans was the commissioner?
Shit.
Right, was a whole nother level of hot.
Heavy blood.
Shay up, out of respect, like, hey, I tell you, my nigga, like, I love you, you my brother, but stop playing with me. Like, I'm about to crash the fuck out. Like, and Shay, we got on the phone. He had a mediator.
Yeah, I'm
License control.
Addy and shit.
Yeah, yeah. So you see what type of time I get on? Like, I really will get to there with shit, and I know I be bugging sometimes, so I call him a lot. Hey, yo, am I bugging? This what happened. I'll tell him exactly everything I did, how I reacted, exactly what I said. And like, yo, am I bugging? And if he tell me to chill out, I respect his perspective enough that I'll stop, because I seen him in action as we grew up. You know what I mean? So it's like, I respect this man enough to say, okay, he ain't no bitch. He ain't about to give me no bitch ass advice. Like, because, hey, it is what it is. You know how I get. Hey, I'll put this pistol down and put you these handworks in a heartbeat. Like, it ain't shit to me. I'm 260, dog. I'll put this body on you. Pause. Like, but all in all, it still needs to be a respect level. Like I commend you for not bugging out, and
That's what kind of got me more scared though, cause like
he's holding it in.
yeah, I know when he's scared, I feel like, oh, that shit gonna come out at once, and it's gonna be.
But like, so it's like this. Out of respect for Nate, that's what you have to have that. You have to control yourself.
Yo, that's why I
I wish
even
he was here right now, cause Nate know.
I try to, cause he not even when I bring it up to him. Be like,
Even
yo,
though Nate gonna be like, do what you gotta do. And
He don't want
nothing like that to happen.
you don't want that. Nobody wants anything to happen. So I be trying to get him to at least get it out, like vent, like yo, you can vent to me. Like he's like, nah, I'm over it. When I see him, it's gonna be that.
Yeah,
I know he's holding it in. I even when he see him, I'm like, yo, dog, let some of that shit out now. So when you see him, all that shit don't come to.
But that's like me coming from my perspective. I'm telling you to keep peace because there's going to be a trickle down effect if it happens. Somebody's going to feel a type of way, and it's going to affect relationships.
And not even just yours and his. It might fuck Nate's relationship about what his. You know what I'm saying?
Or his relationship with us. That's why I say it's more of it's a bigger picture to it. As much as you a man and you want to put your nuts on the table, pause, like I get it, but you also got to look at the bigger picture. Be as that adult, more mature man that you are.
It's a fact. Shit just been so long, dog. He just gonna keep playing. Cause I'm not even like this. I don't even.
So then I think, would you be open to a conversation over the phone?
Nah,
I think the in person one gonna be bad. If that's the
That's exactly why I said over the phone. Because I was able to get my shit off the Beans and resolve it over the phone. And he was able to understand. Even though Beans a hard-headed nigga, like, he was still able to understand where I was coming from with it, and I understood where he was coming from. And it was a miscommunication. This nigga might really think he could just play with you and you not really wanting to get serious. He really might think that, oh, Corey's the cool one. Like, you got to think about it like that. I don't think he like that. I don't think he like that. I don't think this nigga ever got in a fight. So, like, just how he typed and talked. Like, I don't know him, but I don't think it's like that. So, you have to give it another perspective. So,
like nah.
hey,
You can close this out because we had
yeah, so
we had 3, so
Nah, I mean the mature route, like cause I'm already on 10 with it. Like I harbor a lot of shit in. And this nigga Josh, I don't do that active shit. I don't be out there fighting. I don't remember the last time I had a fight. But and then if a nigga just keep playing with me, keep playing with me. So I'm like, all right, now we here now.
but my thing is this, you never checked it either.
To be fair, gotta give him a little grace. I said a side conversation. Hey,
When I get heated, that nigga get a call very quick. Hey, you better do a conference call. You better talk to a nigga. Cause I'm starting to feel a type of way. Let's fix it before it becomes a problem. You never check the shit. You never check the shit. So
you're supposed to be checked.
Yeah, so it's now you're just overwhelmed with it. Like, nah, fuck that. I know how I need to check this one. All in all, this nigga really might be home typing away, thinking it's okay.
Yeah,
I hate to say that. The nigga in me hates that. But as the adult, like, I understand it. Like, I gotta look at it a different way.
So yeah, I'll try to keep it cool first.
I think
But if there's any like
over the phone.
tension because he already did what he did.
So I think he see you in person though. He ain't gonna give you what you looking for.
nah, you seen him?
He not gonna. So for me, and how I grew up, if a nigga don't want to fight, I can't fight him. Like I need that tension. I want you to feel like you that nigga, so I can beat the shit out of you.
I think if he see you though,
it's gonna be like, yo, I wasn't trying to play. It's gonna turn into some bullshit like that, and then you gonna feel bad after you get the aggression out. You gonna feel bad.
I think if you whoop him, you're gonna feel.
You gonna feel like, damn, this shit wasn't even worth it. Now niggas upset with me. The group now we have a group meeting. All right. You're not gonna feel. It's not gonna give you what you're looking for. Now, if he was a complete stranger, I'll help you.
We're gonna end it.
But that's.
I'll help you.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, I